you say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not. No, that's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me.
Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit her with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still in the sauce with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You don't know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side fly. Gucci the large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as could be. You can watch it on YouTube with you for French. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Nah, maybe, Tommy. No promises. Good morning, everybody. Welcome on in. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. A somber day down here in South Florida as the Miami Heat's crazy ride comes to an end last night.
Is that young Jokić?
That's little baby Jokić.
Wow.
Little baby Jokić.
He's already 4'2".
I think it's a girl, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't say. I said baby Jokić.
No, you said he.
Oh, okay.
I was just letting you know it's a daughter.
Okay.
I know you can't tell with babies. He's got a backwards
No.
hat on. How are you supposed to know?
No, and the way I'm gonna just be honest, the way you guys wear your hair now,
What is you guys?
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
intangibles.
Whoa.
Oh, okay, dude.
Wait,
All right.
So we're
wait.
starting it,
He
huh?
could be. Wait, he or she could be 3 or 4 months old and have a mullet, right?
Yeah.
So I like, yeah.
Little baby Jokić.
Look, looks terrified. By the way, she looks terrified. Why am I so damn high? Right?
It must be something to have your dad be an actual giant.
Right.
Like it's.
So
but
all
I tell
your
you what,
friends come over, y'all hang on his arms.
were you uncomfortable as I was? That as Jokić lifts up his little baby, that's how Big Brother Jokić lifted up Nikola.
Yeah, that was strange.
I was like, whoa,
What just happened here?
how can he do that? He just lifted him up like he was nothing.
Yeah.
So the Heat losing 5, gentleman sweep, tip of the top hat to the Nuggets.
Yep, they were the better team.
They were the
like,
better.
let's not,
Meh.
the season ended.
What do you mean, meh?
The season ended like it started.
What are you doing?
Look, it's just every one of those games was winnable, except for the one where they had 2
But
triple.
here's the deal. Here's the deal, Marcos.
Meh.
If you have a lot of those situations and you don't come through, you can put it on you, or you could just say the other team was better. That's why you couldn't get it done.
Well, that's the thing.
And that's what we like. Like, you look at all those moments, right? You look at all those moments where it was frantic and hectic and the Heat trying to pull one out, and Denver looked calm.
Mhm.
They never it was like,
And there was always another.
You're in our playpen.
There was another guy who always would just step up with a margin play, whether it be Bruce Brown, whether it be Christian Brown, whether it be
Right.
Michael Porter Jr. yesterday, who finally showed up in the series. But I get it. Look, I don't think, Marcos, I don't think it's a series that's not going to be without its regrets, or there's not going to be these moments where the Heat are thinking back on the summer and kicking themselves. I think Bam's going to think about some of those bunnies in the third quarter that he missed.
Yeah, a lot of missed. Like, here's my only problem that I had with the whole series is that the Heat have been known for being almost overly aggressive in the paint. And for some reason, there was more drive and penetration and kickouts to nobody than I've ever seen, them have during the course of a game or a series.
I mean, they cut Jimmy's free throw attempts in half. I mean, and that's going to be the other thing is we're never going to know because he's never going to tell us what he was physically by the end of this thing.
By the way,
yeah,
that's a cold tub.
Yeah, I saw that.
No, but I'm just saying, like, everybody's like, why is he just jumping in the pool? That is some ice cold water.
I did not know that.
That was like
Yes.
the only thing that it looked like he enjoyed celebrating with was jumping
Yeah.
in the cold tub, because like the
Strange.
videos of him afterwards, he looked
Yeah.
so uninterested in celebrating a championship.
He was sipping champagne, trying to cancel the parade.
There
It
was like,
very
yeah,
strange.
he was trying to cancel the parade because he wants to go spend time with his horses. He wants to just leave. He doesn't want to be in Denver. He wants to go. He
You
wishes
wonder,
that
is it like that when U.S. guys go play in European basketball?
I don't know.
I'm guessing
know.
like I'm just saying, like, yeah, I don't know.
I don't feel like Giannis was like not
No,
like
Giannis went and the first thing he did was get a
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, but he was like, his level of uninterest in celebrating was next level. But no, and I think getting back to it, and we'll get to some headlines here. Brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
We're never gonna know how healthy Jimmy was.
No,
because he certainly didn't look like himself this series. I think they did a lot of stuff to bother him at the rim. And then you watch that little run that he goes on at the end, and you're just like, this is, you turn it on with 3 minutes left. It's like you didn't think to go to the 3-point shot at any point earlier, because it's like when you lose a game by that close a margin, you're not gonna sit here and not kick yourself over, man, we didn't tap into that a little bit earlier. So that's the stuff that's gonna be frustrating.
he didn't have any lift
No
ever
juice.
since. Just no lift. Like he normally, even his jump shots. Like, first of all, I said it last series, I've never seen Jimmy get more shots blocked.
I've never seen Jimmy steal a ball and get caught down in transition.
Right.
I've never seen that. Like that's usually like one of his signature plays. And KCP caught him. I was like, geez. I was like, all right,
Right.
I
Jimmy.
hate KCP so much.
KCP's beating the Heat now in two finals. I'm
hate
so sick of KCP.
I was gonna vomit when I saw that to put the game out of reach was KCP free throws.
Yep.
I was gonna vomit, dude. I hate KCP.
KCP now has 2 rings on the Heat's head. It's very annoying.
He's the worst. He can retire tomorrow and he's already like he's done it. What can I ever say to him? He has
Nothing.
2 rings on me.
Nothing.
I hate KCP.
I mean, I don't know if you're ever going to run into KCP, but
I will.
if you did,
Yeah.
he could always just say 2 rings on your head.
Like I won't exactly. I can't say anything to him. I can't disrespect
One
him.
for each hand. He said, Marco, hey Marco, one for each hand.
And I'll be on the way out of the room crying.
Stunt
Right.
Steve says it was the damn Zellar minute. I don't understand that. That minute's going to go down in lore, dude.
I mean,
How Cody Zellar continued to get thrown out there, and like we finally were like, yes, they brought Kevin Love in. We're like, Spo learned his lesson. No
Yep.
Cody Zellar. And then Hello Darkness, my old friend, just shows up at the start of the 4th quarter. We're like, no. And what happens? Jokić bucket, Jamal Murray 3. I'm just like, of course.
what does that have with a Murray 3? What did that have to do with Zellar?
It's just there.
Everything,
It's
dude.
just there,
The
dude.
butterfly effect, dude.
He just there. Like they had, like
That's not what that means, Marco.
I think
Him and-
that's what that
him
means.
It says butterfly effect. That's not what that means.
I think like him and Duncan Robinson blew it under the basket. I was just like, so he squished.
I never seen more missed shots at the rim.
Yeah.
Oh my
was
god.
so-
We didn't want to make a shot. For that. There was like a
and it
stretch.
was like that was Bam's playpen for most of the year.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden he's bricking it. Jimmy was afraid to go. And I would say this is that at some point it becomes more about the other team than what you did or didn't do. And so when you give the other team credit, you give them credit. And that's what I'm
Yeah,
gonna do,
this
Denver. I'm gonna
series-
just say, like,
that
it was a tall ask.
It was a really physical, fun game that came down to the margins. This series to me is always going to come down to game 4. It's always going to come down to game 4.
Mhm.
If you were really going to be serious about winning this series,
You had to win
You had to
game
win
4.
that game with Jokic
Right.
off the floor, 5-point game. That's where the series was lost. Like that's you can't. You're going to sit with that in your stomach of kicking the ball all around. And yes, Bruce Brown gets the credit for closing it, but like you're in your building, their stars off the floor. That's where the series comes down for me. If you that gives you your wiggle room, that gives you your margin for error. You
Right.
don't have to go into a hostile environment for a championship and be ruined by 60 seconds of Cody Zellar.
Wow, dude. I've never felt that way about someone's play. I don't think I've ever seen someone enter a game and have so much fear, confusion, and anger.
I don't understand why they put Cody Zellar out there.
Yep.
Uh-oh, look at it. They already started
I
it.
know. Wow! Leroy's
I want Dame Dolla. I want a bona fide score.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
I would love Dame Dolla.
You listen.
Have you given up on the big man hunt?
I've never seen him just come
Have you given out a big man hunt?
Yeah.
If it's
Let
Dame,
me tell you something. I'll put some extenders on Dame to make him 6'9".
Leroy will let those little kids in the Bobby mask
Yeah.
go play center for the Heat if it means they get Dame Dolla.
Wow.
Yes.
Switched up.
No.
I like it.
Look,
It's Dame Dolla.
because
Yeah,
here's
no,
the deal.
I agree.
Here's the deal. And I'm saying this with all respect to what the Heat have done.
Yeah.
Okay. If I insert at any point in time a bona fide score, Jimmy does better, Bam does better, and all those ancillary pieces are more open because you got a guy that can score the ball. And if you look at all the teams that the Heat have beat or the buzzsaw that they ran into, they all had that dude. Jimmy said he's not that dude. That's
Jimmy,
not.
but Jimmy's opposite day. Like, here's the thing where I get you, but you can't be Jimmy Butler walking off the floor of the Knicks series and being like, best player in the world shows up and shut your ass down. You can't be the guy who says I'm the best player in the world and also be the guy who tells the media I'm not a scorer.
But he's really not.
No,
You know what I mean? We know the scores in this league. You know the guys.
but he's a closer.
Oh, that's different.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like, what are you looking for?
Okay.
You're looking for a guy who could just go gives you 40 on the reg, who can give you 7 from downtown?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
a bona fide score. Go look at all the teams that were in the playoffs. They all had that dude.
Okay, and the Heat eliminated half of them.
Oh, okay. What I'm saying is this. It may get you there.
I don't
The
really know what
culture may get you there. But that star, that bona fide score, is the guy that's going to get you the chip.
Look, I'm not going to argue because I want Dame Dolla and I would love that on the team. Don't get me wrong. That being said, I mean, this was also a title, an elimination game that had 80 points in it.
No, I do understand that. But that being said, their bona fide score had 26.
Yeah, our bona fide scorer broke his hand. That's our problem. We
Right.
have a score.
But
Broke his
that's
hand.
that's my point. It's not a knock on anybody that plays for the Heat. I'm just saying, you think Pat Riley's not seeing that?
I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm sure, but I think it's one of those things where, like, I do think that he has a center in Bam who had a good first half. He needs to work out. Like, it's funny with Bam. Like, I do feel like with him, he's got to work out. He's got to polish up the easy stuff. Like, I felt like I watched him do so many difficult things to get buckets, and it's like
it seems like the simple stuff eluded him.
Yeah. And,
Right.
and
No,
so,
I
like,
got you.
And he's only 25, so I think there's growth there. But like, I'm not disagreeing with you. I do think that their question was the one thing with Tyler Herro being out that you did miss is you never really got the answer for, can he be that guy on this stage?
Right.
You don't really know.
Correct.
And so
And well, guess what?
we may never find out. Yeah, it's true. Though. We may never find out.
And this, look, man, what this team did was fun.
It was awesome.
It was unbelievable. And you
got to see them shock.
I dehydrated so many nights riding them till the end of the game.
You got to
in
watch
my
them
jacuzzi.
because everything was a roller coaster ride. So many double-digit comebacks. You got to watch them eliminate Giannis, and Giannis redefine what the word failure means.
The Mecca Bros.
You got to bounce the Knicks, and you got to bounce the Celtics.
Right.
So,
Right.
it's a pretty awesome run.
And you ran into a buzzsaw. When you think of all the things that they had that gave you problems, length, depth, bona fide score, Jamal Murray, who, like, he had the one game and they shut him down for the most part.
But he always had a clutch shot.
He always had a clutch shot. And then Aaron Gordon, a side note, all of a sudden he's standing near the rim dunking all the time.
Yep. This guy.
Yep.
Aaron Gordon.
Let's
not forget KCP and the two Browns. Like, Both of them.
Crazy.
Intangibles, even though, you know. I'm going to call them both intangibles, even though.
I understand.
Okay.
Take a quick break. We guys can we can get to some of your calls 305-567-0560. Streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. You guys can get in on the chat. Back with more after this.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Ed Moore
was the moment we needed the most.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. You think this is on Jimmy's playlist today for the 3 IG songs?
Let me just tell you.
I think we should be
Had
more
enough of that.
celebratory.
I'm with you.
What?
Yeah, because
I
although
like how
it was,
mature you guys are being.
although it was a tragic ending to the season, you got a whole lot farther than any of us thought.
It was a crazy year.
Right.
It was a crazy year, and you got to eliminate. Like, dude, do you know how crazy that would have been if they would have been able to eliminate the best 3 records in the NBA?
Right.
That's insane.
Doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen. I mean, like, this is, the second 8 seed to do it, the first one to do it in a real season, 7-game series the whole way.
Mhm.
So yeah, man, it was a great run. It was just a disappointing ending because I do think Denver was better. I think they executed better. They've been with a better team all year, but I do think that the last 2 games were close. They were close, and it could have swung that, but that's what Miami thrived in, is they were always able to execute late, and Denver outdid them in that.
It's weird because the one thing that I found amazing about Denver is they never seemed stressed or panicked.
Yeah.
And that is the sign that the Heat usually had throughout this, postseason and throughout the season.
Well, I thought
the comebacks and stuff like that, is that they never panicked.
I did think for a second we were heading to blowout city in that first quarter, because when the Heat had the Denver turned the ball over 4 times and the Heat got no baskets out of it.
Oh, you're like,
and then after, I think it was Jeff Green who blew past Jimmy, I was like, oh no, this is going to be
Jeff Green.
I'm like, this is going to be
who's older than Jimmy.
Yeah, this is going to be 2012 Game 5 when the Heat lit up the Thunder. I thought it was going to be something like that, but
Right.
to Bam's credit, Bam really held it down for the Heat. Strus, who obviously had not a great finals, but he after that bad Game 4 where he was really down on himself, he bounced back in a big way. Kyle Lowry, awesome job by Low Dog, I thought, especially in that third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So it just wasn't enough. That's the thing that's tough about it. Let's hear a little bit. Do you got the sound in, Marcos, or you need a couple minutes?
No, I got him in.
All right, let me hear from Bam Adebayo, and this is his thoughts on the season and how they willed their way through it.
Man, you take the experience of this season, and you can just bottle that up, and everybody just have their own portion or rewritten story of it. The number one thing I think it would be will. So looking forward, I think this is, one of my favorite teams I've ever been a part of, because we willed our way through ups and downs. We willed our way through, the things that people said we couldn't do. So for me, man, the future, I just take these lessons and I apply them to the next season. And whenever we go through adversity, I'm always going to look back and be like, we've been through adversity before. Having the 8th seed in the finals isn't normal. It isn't easy. People think, it depends on what seeding you are, is how good you're going to be. To me, that's, and obviously this season showed different. So, just looking forward, I'm always going to believe that we got a chance.
There you go. Bam Adebayo after the Game 5 loss.
Mm-hmm.
With a lot of thoughts that I think are fair. His second finals loss, Jimmy's, Duncan's. Tyler didn't really play, but that foursome there has now been
both finals.
No, he played in the bubble finals.
Who got hurt in the
Gogi?
Gogi.
All right. Yeah, remember Tyler had the snarl.
Mm-hmm.
But this is two playoffs in a row where he was hurt in the conference finals last year. But this one was just it was a dumb play by him. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he was diving for no reason, but it was freak luck, just terrible luck on his part. And, suppose I don't, it's just a challenge in a game like that. Do you bring him? I think he was basically saying look, this is a defensive game, possession game. I don't know if he trusted putting Tyler out there. In that being said, they went 5 straight minutes without scoring a basket. So
wow.
Yeah.
How? It was tough.
How did they? It was so
tough.
Dude.
You know what that was? That's what the season looked like when it started. I mean, pretty much.
Here's Jimmy. Everybody's, of course, asking about the ankle. If you thought that he was going to give you an update on it, you guessed wrong.
The 0. My ankle's fine. We just didn't win. And there's no excuse. They beat us. That's all I got.
There you go. Not surprising.
Which,
he's not going to.
But I wouldn't be surprised if in a week they say, "Oh, he had a procedure done."
I actually would be. Oh well, do they have to announce that?
At some point, like maybe a month from now, they say, "Oh, he had a procedure done a month ago." Feet and hands are very weird in that there's so many bones and not a lot of blood flow, and so it makes it sometimes real difficult to heal, and that's why they do surgery to put reinforcements in there, screw or something along those lines. You got a lot of ligaments and stuff like that there too. So I don't know. We'll see.
And finally, here's a little bit of Eric Spoelstra. This is saying that his team very relatable with the year that they had.
Yeah, we would have liked to have been able to climb the mountaintop to be able to get that final win. But I think this is a team that a lot of people can relate to. If you've ever felt that you were dismissed or felt that you were made to feel less than, we had a lot of people in our locker room that probably have had that, and there's probably a lot of people out there, that have felt that at some time or another. But also the way this team handled setbacks and adversity, to develop a collective grit and perseverance. I mentioned this before, that hopefully these are lessons that'll transcend this beautiful game, that hopefully these are lessons that we can pass along to our children, that even though it is sport, that you can learn, lessons of life from this game, and that you can persevere. You can handle what people may view as many failures along the way, and become stronger from it, and to be able to overcome things and find beautiful things on the other side of that. Now, obviously, we didn't get the final win, but sometimes, that's true in sport and also in life, that you don't always get what you want. But there's no regrets from our side. Everybody, staff, player alike in the locker room, put themselves out there and put themselves into the team, whatever was best for the team. And the tough pill to swallow is it just wasn't good enough. We ran it up against a team that was just better than us in this series. And you have to tip your hat to them. That I said it, but they're one hell of a basketball team. They play the right way. They compete. They're well coached. They have a strong culture. So for this season, they deserve this.
Eric Spoelstra. There you go. Well said. Even quoting the Rolling Stones there, dude. We'll take a quick break. We'll get to some of your calls coming up. 15 minutes of heat. If you're on hold, I will get to you. We roll on here. 305-567-0560 is the number. Streaming live on the Odyssey app, AUDACY 560 WQAM there, and on YouTube and Twitch, 560 WQAM. Back after this. 15 minutes of heat here for you on 560 WQAM. Miami Heat season came to a sad end last night. They lose in gentlemanly fashion, losing 5 to the Nuggets in a hard-fought Game 5. And so, Heat Nation hurting a little bit today. We got to do it again tonight with the Panthers. Panthers going in there, taking on the Vegas Golden Knights. So we got to pay attention to that. But let's get to some of your calls. I promised I would go out to the phone line and hear from some of Heat Nation. Your camera, by the way, is pointing right at your chips, Leroy. Just FYI. Chip Cam. Smitty, what's going on, dude?
Catch up Tostitos.
Hey, congratulations, Heat. Congratulations. It was a great season. You got nothing to feel bad about. I mean, this is 2 finals that we've had in a row where injuries pretty much killed us winning.
Yeah, they were very banged up at the end, Smitty. That's clear. But, the one thing I'll say that the one thing that feels different about this one from 2020 is, the Goron injury and the Bam injury, that happened in Game 1. So you're adjusting on the fly right there. I'm not saying Jimmy's ankle wasn't a factor because it is, but I don't even think he wants to use an excuse because they won series without him with that ankle being banged up. But it's tough to know what days it tweaks, what day it feels bad, Leroy. And this is also a series where there were a lot of 2 days off between series. There was only one game where there wasn't. And honestly, I think that was probably one of Jimmy's better games was Game 4. So, yeah, it's a tough one for sure. Ricardo, what's going on, Ricardo?
Good morning, Cobes, Leroy, Marcos. How are we feeling on this Taco Tuesday?
Tacos would be nice right now, to be honest with you.
Hey, speaking of tacos, I'm eating something real nice.
What do you got?
Ketchup Doritos.
Really?
That's strange, though. That feels like that should be a -1.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, +1. I need some chips in my life.
Hey.
What do you think?
Well, like them.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Hey, I'm a fan of ketchup chips.
They're good.
My wife, that's one of the things Canada has to offer. Ketchup chips, maple syrup, my wife, and Tim Hortons.
What do you got, Ricardo? What do you got to say about the game this season? What are your thoughts, man?
Well, firstly, just to go over the season, I mean, it was a hell of a roller coaster to say the least. But ever since we stepped into the playoffs, I kind of knew that Miami had every force and will to just blow through, each team in each round and eventually get to where we were. But it was definitely very sad to see how they ended, very banged up and just out of sorts. And like how Leroy said, very start of the season Miami Heat basketball that kind of made us a little antsy and worried as to where this team was going to go. But given everything that was said and done, we should be proud of this team, what they were able to do, backs against the wall, against the world. And, all we got to do now is what Bam said, take these lessons, take it on our shoulders, and move forward with everybody for next season and just get ready. But got to grieve now and just learn. But be proud of this team. We fought.
I agree.
That's what fighters do.
Goosies.
So thank you, guys.
All right.
Goosies.
I can't, as frustrated as we got with this team, if you look at the beginning of the year and where you ended up, I got nothing but a standing O for him.
It does feel like, though, it's going to be interesting how we take in the regular season next year. That's why
this is what sucks about it. Let me tell you what sucks about it, because people like Shaq, people that have played the regular season and say, don't worry about it, we'll get it when the playoffs start. Don't you dare come in next year with that nonsense, because no, that's the thing. I'm scared. You're thinking the same damn thing.
I am.
Oh, no, because guess what they said all year? Don't worry about it. We'll get it. Don't worry.
Schmeathan Schmolnick says, you guys sound like your puppy died. Grow up, Peter Pan.
Always
can count on Schmeathan for the right tone of things.
Yes, but here's the deal, Schmeathan. You can be disappointed yet proud. You can be disappointed it ended the way it did, and still be proud of what this team did.
That's why I find
you can't be one or the other.
That's why I find it laughable for anybody who's just like, oh, you guys were finally exposed. It's like in the finals?
Right.
That's your own right there. Like for every New York Knicks fan or Boston Celtic fan or Milwaukee fan or Philly fan that has anything to say about Miami, like, hey, dude, but you had little sombreros on your thumbs in Cancun. Shut the hell up. What do you have to say? What's up, handsome Daffy?
What's going on, man? What's up, Tobin, Leroy, Marcos, and Jay Spig? All right. It was a successful season. Sum it all up, piggybacking off what Leroy said. You had a good team that got us to the dance, but we need a bona fide scorer to bring that pretty girl home with us. You know what I'm saying? That's my only takeaway. And we need a bona fide scorer and a solid big man. I'm not knocking Bam, but let's be real, man. He's a power forward. He's not a center.
They need what they need is they need at least they need somebody who can give him some relief, like somebody who's playable. And
but here's the thing. Here's the thing, and this is why I haven't gone there with you.
Mm-hmm.
We were all excited for the Cody Zellar minutes.
Don't say
month
that name
ago.
around me.
Regular
not
season.
say that name around me.
Regular season Cody Zellar was not playoff Cody Zeller.
Same thing with K-Love, right?
Yeah, I don't feel like Caleb played a bad playoffs. I think Caleb's old, dude. It's very clear.
I know.
He's old. Like,
what did you think eventually it was going to look like? Cody Zeller was never going to be that same player. That's why he was available.
I wish that they would have pulled the plug on Cody Zeller like in the Knicks series. Like when Cody Zeller peaked at the fight with Julius Randle. Like that's when Cody Zeller peaked. At that point, they should have either been grooming Omer Yurtseven, giving Omer Yurtseven some minutes. I couldn't see him anymore.
I wish they would have gave Big Yurt.
Me too.
Wait, here you go, Mr. Grips, dude. No one was excited for Cody Zeller. -1, Leroy.
-1.
Come on, we came in here praising Cody Zeller.
Cody Zeller, well, dude,
right.
Cody. First of all, there's two things. One, it was replacing Dwayne Dedman, who was literally the most hated guy on the team. So anybody was going to look good next to Dwayne Dedman. Second of all, yeah, regular season Cody Zeller, pretty good. Playoff Cody Zeller, it was a torpedo. Frank, what's going on, dude?
Hey, good morning. Good morning, guys.
Hello.
Two things. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Frank.
Hello. Okay. All right. First of all, why is everyone surprised? Oh, the Cinderella season. Last year, both the Panthers and the Heat were #1 seeds. If we were both in the finals last year, no one would be surprised. My second thing.
I mean, did you watch the seasons this year, though?
Yes, I know, but injuries. But when we came to playoffs, I wouldn't be surprised because we were 1 seed last year. That's my one thing. My second thing is for next year, and I'm really pissed off. I think Vegas just hates Miami in general because already they have Memphis, Boston, New York, Milwaukee, Golden State, and Denver all ahead of Miami in the ranking, in the percentage. Like Miami's plus 3,000 to win it next year. I'm like, we're in the finals. We should be in the top 2 or 3.
So go put some money down on it, Frank.
I know. I'm just saying. I think Vegas hates Miami because they're putting us so low.
I mean,
next year.
if you saw the point spreads throughout the playoffs, it would be hard to argue. Yeah. It would be hard to argue they did not respect this team very much because it felt like they were 9-point spreads basically
every
game. So,
I mean, hell, they won the Milwaukee series 4-1, and all 5 of those games they were double-digit underdogs.
Yep, crazy. One more call before we hit the break. Sean, what's going on, Sean?
Hey, man, thanks for taking my call. I just want to say something real quick. I think the Heat fans should be proud of this team because the reality of this Heat roster is this. Only one player on this roster would be a starter for the Denver Nuggets. So they were up against it the whole time. So that's all I got. Thanks for taking my call, guys.
All right, there you go. Sean in Miami. We'll take a quick break. We'll hear some more post-game action. You guys can text us at 305-567-0560. Text the ticket driven by Kendall Toyota and West Kendall Toyota. We also have a pair of Marlins Blue Jays tickets. The Marlins did lose yesterday. They lost. I know nobody was
finally broke they were on a nice little run.
Yeah, they
hey, so now all of our attention is with the Panthers.
Yep.
We got a game 5.
We got 3 things to focus on. Panthers.
We got one thing.
What do you mean?
Panthers.
No, I got my focus elsewhere too. Panthers, Marlins, whale watching.
Panthers. Ain't nothing gonna happen in 24 hours with the other 2.
We'll see. You never know.
No, really? You think Pat Riley's already working the trade?
Pat Riley and Spo may already be at Spo's Steakhouse in Portland. Take a quick break. Back after this.
Chris Sims can go to hell. Tua Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
-1, Marcos.
-1.
What? You didn't believe Chris Sims.
It's true.
You were supposed to do that.
-1.
It's 2 -1s.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Sick of watching these Nuggets celebrate. It hurts.
Yeah, you sound literally sick of these Nuggets.
I don't feel great today. I don't. But
yeah,
whatever.
I understand though. You had to show up.
Had to show up.
No
I can't no-show the post.
Right.
That's gutless.
Yeah.
If Jimmy can play on a sore ankle, I can play with a sore throat.
You got a sore throat?
Not really. It's more stuffed up with this giant nose.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is. All that smoke inhalation from
No.
Oh yeah, those
Although
chemicals.
It does feel like I risked that all for nothing.
I know.
That was really all for nothing.
Did D find out?
No. And she won't.
Whoa! Where are you, J Fig?
Hey, J Fig.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound great.
I sound great?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Where
no.
are you?
So I had a car malfunction basically.
Oh, geez.
And I had to pull over and stop in the nearest house that I felt comfortable in. And this is what I got into.
Oh. Well, whoever's house you're on wants Dame time.
I think they do.
Are people as excited for the off season as they were for the finals?
Hey, tell him take that sweater off. It's hot as hell outside.
Yeah, it is.
It's not a sweater. Come
Dude
in.
looks like a Jokic brother.
He's actually very large.
Let's get into some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Panthers.
Let's go. Let's hope.
Yes.
I knew I was in trouble. I was watching the game with my jacuzzi and it started pouring.
Oof.
We had some turtles lost. The bugs were eating me.
Leroy told me a ridiculous story of turtles running away. I don't know how I feel.
Like, how does a turtle run away? I saw a big turtle take an hour and a half to get across my backyard. And they're smaller.
So like when the lightning hit, that's when they scattered?
No. Okay. I'm already in trouble, but I'm gonna just go ahead on and tell the story.
Oh boy.
So my wife, who misses Rebecca, God, so much because they've never been separate, right? And Rebecca's at away camp. So Mel goes into her room and says, "Oh, this turtle thing is disgusting." Right?
So you guys have like a turtle tank?
Like a tank. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Coffin
we
lid?
got a big turtle like this,
Okay.
and then a little baby turtle, right? She brings it outside, empties it. You know that little island that I have? Like with she grows stuff in it or whatever with the lights in it. She puts the turtles in there.
Like it's their environment?
She puts them in there instead of putting them in another tank.
Huh.
So she washes it out. It starts raining, pouring. Turtles gone. What? They made a run for it. I'm like, how far could the turtles run?
Free boys.
Right. So
were they wearing bandanas?
So
did they get mentored by a rat?
So
pizza stealing.
So after a few minutes, the little one tried to make a run for it out of the thing across. Oh, there's one right there. But the big one can't find him.
Wow.
So she had to break the news to Rebecca.
Oh, I just got another turtle.
That's what I said. Just go buy another turtle. She doesn't look. She's not holding the turtle and petting it like a dog. She ain't gonna even notice.
Yeah.
No, no. She calls and says, "I owe you a pet." Hold on. We don't know. You don't just go random pet over a little bitty turtle.
Yeah, you gotta watch your words.
likeness. You replace likeness. Turtle for turtle.
Yep.
Don't come home with a ferret or a bird or something like that. No.
Because
this isn't AT&T. You don't get to upgrade.
Because
Never the bird. Never the bird.
You might end up with like a sugar glider in your house or something like that.
Right. So I'm like, no. So that was it.
You got to swap that turtle, dude.
It's too late. She already told him.
Damage is done.
I would have put the turtle in.
All right. Let's hear a little bit from Eric's. Let's hear a little bit from Eric Spoelstra. One of the big headlines going into yesterday's game was Tyler Herro.
And they asked him why he didn't play.
He did not. Yeah, they asked him why he didn't play. He was available. All hands on deck. He said before the game.
Oh, he did. He said in his interview before the game, "I'm glad everybody's available." He didn't say he was playing everybody.
He didn't. He was coy about it. But this was Spo on not playing Tyler.
It's just a really tough call, and I'll probably have to wrestle with that all summer. I've never been in an experience like this. I just know that the way this game was played is totally different than you can't even compare it. It's another sport in the regular season, but first round, this is totally different the way this game was played. Second round, totally different. Yeah, even the conference finals, the physicality and what they let play, and I think they should have. This is what it should be about is let the players decide. But that's the hardest played, most physical, competition you can have, and that would be a tough thing, for a guy that's been out for 2 months that hasn't had any kind of ramp up. But that won't save me from, thinking about that for the next few weeks.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting one. Like, they really needed some scoring, and so it's hard not to look and say, like, man, why not just give it a wing? But there's a lot of pushing, a lot of grabbing.
Right. Like, you as a coach, if you throw Tyler Herro in there, are you saying, I might be putting him in harm's way because they're going to be really physical with him?
Right.
And so these are all the things, and I think that's what he was trying to get at without saying that,
Yeah, I don't trust him in that situation.
Well, not
or
that he doesn't
I don't
trust
feel like
him.
that's going to go
He's
well.
like almost saying that Tyler couldn't handle the physicality.
I would have
It
liked.
was very physical yesterday.
It was very physical. Game.
Very physical.
I mean,
did you see
balls were
hold
getting
on.
punted into the stands?
Did you see Gabe? Oh my goodness.
Gabe
was like a bug on the windshield, and he was oh my goodness. I mean, yeah.
Gabe Vincent got a little bit of the Duncan Robinsons where he was just getting fouled for
my
foul calls for existing.
For sure, man.
I mean,
They had it out for him.
Now, I will say this. The style of game that Gabe plays, they allowed him to be extremely physical up top, right? However, I mean, he's small.
Yeah. It was the first time this year I was like when Gabe pulled up for that three, I was like, no.
Yeah.
Because he's just had a rough go of it lately.
Really was.
But you got to
ride with it.
What do they preach?
Yeah, you got to ride with it.
You got to look, if that's what got you there, make or miss, you live with that.
Jimmy's threes were the only thing that I was like, look, dude, if you're not gonna go to the rim, what he did in the last 3 minutes of that game, I'm like, you couldn't uncork that
yeah, for sure.
once or twice.
I think
just to keep him honest.
There's a few times during this series where I've watched the game and felt as if though Jimmy was lost as far as when to do what. Right? Like there were times where Jimmy needed to start taking over the game a lot sooner. And I don't know whether it was health related, whether it was, but just to turn it on with the 5 minutes left to go in the game, with the way the game was being played, I just thought at times he was not aware that he should have been doing this sooner.
I agree. No, it's like one of those things where it's like, and then it gets to your point of the whole scoring thing. It's like, I think Jimmy Butler has the talent to score, but like, you got to always have that mentality of like going after it and not always setting your shooters
right.
up. Like
his mentality is not that of a scorer, even though he can score.
It feels like he needs somebody to trash talk him to turn into that.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes like he needed some disrespect from KCP.
So strange. It's strange that we can see that ferocious player and know that that's like Jimmy Butler almost. And then there's other times where it looked like he was trying to get bailed out by a role player. And that's a weird
And it's rare that you get that called out on a broadcast, but Mark Jackson, who always kind of does the tell your body not now thing.
Yeah.
But like he came in with like the no excuses hard on Jimmy, where he was like, he goes, Jokić, ankle. Bam Adebayo, ankle. Jamal Murray, ankle. I don't want to hear anything about ankle. Go, Jimmy Butler. I was like, damn. All right, that's a hard call out.
Which is right. What and I mean, Yeah. Like you can't have the same injuries like all these other guys. Now we don't know. Here's the problem. When we watch a game on TV and we see a guy playing, we don't know how hurt he is, right? Because if the same guy were to say, I can't go, I'm not 100%, you would say, we'll take 80% of you. Right. But then when you get 80%, you can't then complain about the injury.
Well, that's the thing is like, I don't want you look, be mad about the loss. I'm not saying you can't be mad and disappointed. Like, I even feel like today.
What's going on over there?
It's him.
Hey, both
okay,
you
dude.
guys,
Okay.
both you guys stay over there.
Oh, you think I got you?
You know
sick
what?
of
I'm really glad that I'm not there because last time I was there and Tobin was sick, I was
Whatever's
sick.
dripping out of your nose is a
a
lot.
lot. It's a lot. I know.
You need a drip bucket.
I'm not, I know,
just
buddy.
put like a little thing around it.
But yeah, you can be mad about the loss. The one thing I'll say though for Heat Nation is like, don't disrespect Jimmy Butler after something like after the year that he gave, because he really dragged this team all the way.
Yeah, absolutely,
all the way here.
Absolutely.
And so it's one of those things where I feel like you still got to be, you still should be really grateful for the run and what this guy's time on the Heat has been. I really want him to get a ring. Like I don't want Jimmy Butler's career to end without a championship. I don't want, and in a lot of ways, I don't want it to be like Alonzo Mourning, where it's like, other guys pass him by, and then he's, kind of the intense, extra part of a championship. Like, I think Jimmy Butler is good enough to be the best player on a champion. I do think that they can make some tweaks to make this roster a little bit better.
You see, I never disagree with you, but now I do. And it has
you never
nothing.
Disagree with me? Did you really say
I
that?
didn't disagree with you about Jimmy Butler.
I got you.
But I do now. It has nothing to do with his ability, but his mindset is not that of the guy you're talking about. And we've had this conversation a lot during the playoffs, is that there's too many times where he's unaware when it's time.
There's no way you got it that quick.
That is crazy. Hey guys, stay in that studio if that's okay.
There's far too many times where we've said it's time for Jimmy to take over and he didn't. And so you can't have those questions with the guy that's supposed to lead your team. You just can't. And it's how he plays. And I'm not going to fault him for it, but you need that dude. Jimmy can be that dude. He chooses not to.
But okay, he chooses not to. They haven't gotten to the finish line. But like, how many big games, elimination games, does he have to put forth with big scoring nights?
I'm not saying he can't do it, but who else is going to do it on this team?
No, they need it to be
Then
him.
why? Okay.
But is the team like they just ran it? Like I do agree. I think they ran into a better team.
I'm going out with Jimmy. Okay, I'm not going out with Jimmy trying to get assists or involve the other guys. He has to be that guy. So you can't sit here and tell me he can be the number one guy when we just saw a series where he wasn't aggressive enough trying to be that guy.
But why wasn't he? That's the
I
thing.
don't know.
That's the thing.
I don't know. But we had, this wasn't the first time during this. Maybe it was since the ankle. So I'm not going to totally just go down this path. But there's too many times where we said, "What? Like, if it's not Jimmy, who is it? It has to be Jimmy." And he wasn't that guy for whatever reason. And he says, "Hey," he said it, his own words, "I'm not a scorer. Okay, choose to say what you want about it." But every time he went in the paint, he was looking to pass it instead of being a scorer.
Yeah, he wasn't as effective in the paint. But he usually is.
I'm taking,
you can't just do that.
What I watched, right? And you're taking what you've seen in the past.
I just think it's crazy if a Heat fan thinks that even if you add like a Bradley Beal, you think that Bradley Beal is going to be the killer at the end of the games and not Jimmy.
No. I'm not. No. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that this team with a bona fide scorer allows Jimmy to be more Jimmy, right? Because he's not going to be that dude.
Mm-hmm. I don't disagree all the way with what you're saying because I do think this team
What is
needs
that? A half-ass agreement?
It's a half-ass agreement. It's like
you out.
I agree that I do think that they need a guy, especially a guard, who can be that guy who can light it up. And we saw like when they had Caleb, who's not really a guard, he's a wing, but Caleb and Gabe, when they had those games, yeah, it did make life a lot easier. So I'm not completely disagreeing with you, but I think ultimately, whoever they get, yeah, I still think Jimmy Butler can be the best player on that team. I think that they need some better, I do think it would be nice if that they had, that one consistent scorer.
I give you a better. Let me see if I can comparison. DeMar DeRozan, very similar player to Jimmy, with how they score. Okay. And he's had those big moments where he scored a lot of points. But he plays alongside Zach LaVine, who is considered more of a scorer, right? So I would guess you would compare Tyler Herro.
I would say DeMar DeRozan's a better scorer than Zach LaVine.
But would you say Tyler Herro's a better scorer than Jimmy?
I would say it's different. Like I think what this series probably called for, and that's why you can't always just say blanketed, he can't do this in a championship. In this series, that guy who could give the pull-up jumper consistently, like Tyler Herro does, that's his sweet spot. So yeah, that was definitely missing because in that spot, that's not Jimmy's game. Jimmy's game is bully ball down the rim. Every once in a while, throw a three, getting past it. I know, but I'm just saying, but the reason is he had a giant Serbian under there.
And
I think
when has that ever stopped anybody? You see what I'm saying? If you're being stopped by somebody like that, then you're not that dude.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
I do think he should have been a more maybe go for
Force
the foul.
the
Or the
I just
block
think it's
or
ridiculous hold on. We can't sit here and talk about Jim VP, Jimmy Butler, best player in the world, and because they lost to and he did this with the supporting cast that he did.
I mean, he disappeared in the Boston series.
He disappeared. He
disappeared.
He had 2 bad games, Marcos.
3.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you didn't kiss the picture of him nose to nose with Grant Williams.
Oh, I love it so
much. Okay. You didn't like Jimmy Butler going and decapitating Boston in Boston.
Loved it.
I'm not in. Here's what I don't want to do.
How do you know I kissed that?
Okay.
Picture?
I don't want to get into the conversation that makes Jimmy look like he's anything less than what he is. And I don't want people to misunderstand what I'm saying. Jimmy's great. I'm not disputing that. Okay. But when you look at these teams that are competing for championships, okay, your star, your one, has to know when that time is. And too many times in this postseason, we have come in here after a game and go,
hold on. Did we come in? Let me ask you something, though. In fairness, did we come in more games after this postseason and say Jim VP? Or do we say more games in this postseason that said Jimmy's not that guy? Because I think if you're honest with yourself, we were celebrating Jimmy Butler a lot more than doubting him.
But here's the deal. Are we basing it on winning or losing?
You're basing it on winning.
But you see what I'm saying? Are we basing Jimmy being the aggressor on winning or losing? And if they won, then 18 points was enough. And then if they lost, then he need to be more aggressive. I'm trying not to do that. Because there's been in the Boston series, we talk about Caleb, we talked about Gabe Vincent.
That's fine. You can talk about them, but Jimmy Butler, it's not egregious that Jimmy Butler was the MVP of that series. It's not.
No, it's not. I'm not saying it at all. Even though Caleb Martin could have very easily.
Do you know how many points Jamal Murray scored yesterday?
2. No, he scored what? 12? 13?
14.
14.
Does anybody care?
No.
You think he's a bona fide scorer, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but he's got Jokić.
Okay. Well, now we're having a different, if you're talking about who has the better team top to bottom, I'm not going to sit here and argue that Denver doesn't.
But what I'm saying is if Jamal Murray didn't have Jokić, right? and then he had those 14 points. You'd be having the same conversation about him. Oh, you're supposed to be a scorer. You got to go get yours. You got to go. Your team needs you to be that dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, he has yours, so it's not imperative that he scores 30. But he gonna
But
get
that's
you
the type of play. But I understand. I understand. But that's the type of play you're saying the Heat need to add. You're saying like if you're adding a Dame Dolla, you're adding a Jamal Murray. Like that's what you're saying is the missing piece of this team. And I'm saying
no. If you add a Dame Dolla, he would be more equivalent to what Jokić is, and that is a guy that every night you can count on.
And I get you,
25
and
to
I get
30
you, and I
points.
love Dame Dolla, and he's going to the Hall of Fame, and he's one of the best snipers of all time.
Right.
Jimmy Butler's gotten a lot further in the playoffs along than he has being the number one guy.
Okay.
He has.
All right.
He has.
All right. All right.
So that's why I say,
are we running it back?
No, God, no, we can't do that.
Okay.
Please, not again. No. I need some.
I mean,
slack. I need a.
Like, so we're sitting here, we're evaluating what happened and what's going on, right? And what could get better, right? And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You need that dude. Every team, look, you go through these playoffs, and the Heat has ran up through those dudes. I'm not saying that they haven't.
He's beaten Giannis and he beat Tatum and Brown.
I just basically said they ran through those dudes.
Mm-hmm.
But year after year after year, the people who are always going to be there are the teams that have that dude.
Take a quick break. Back after this.
A tough loss, but a
The hell is this?
There you go, Leroy.
It's the graduation song.
All the times we
Are you seriously doing this right now?
Cody Zellar.
Isn't this this girl has red hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
really want to know, like,
Yeah.
at one point in Cody Zellar's first days at the Heat
Come on,
facility.
stop it!
No, just
Stop. Why are you ragging on Cody Zellar?
Because I have to know something. Like at
Because
one
he
point,
has to.
This is what I need to know. At one point in Cody Zellar's first days at the Heat facility, was Spo like eating lunch, was choking on something, and Zeller did the Heimlich maneuver on him, and so he felt like he owed him? I need to know. I need to know. Those 60 seconds of Zeller. Crazy.
Black man and Robin, baby.
How far we've come. Let's hear a little bit from Nikola Jokić. He won the title yesterday. He doesn't seem too thrilled that he has to go to the parade.
Can I say he was on some?
He seems bothered by all of it, actually.
He does. He hates attention.
It bothers me.
After the Lakers win, you said you were surprised that you didn't feel more. So I'm curious what you are feeling right now, and if you're looking forward to a parade coming up in Denver.
When is parade? When is parade?
Thursday.
No. I need to go home. Okay.
Oh my god!
Wow, what an inconvenience.
I mean, think about this though.
He kind of like did one of those Leroy moves where he puts his head on the microphone of how upset he was by that.
Like he's not from here.
Yeah, but still,
He
like,
doesn't get no.
it is the best
It's
basketball.
his
league in the
job.
world.
His job ain't to go to the parade. His job is to win the championship.
It comes with the territory.
No, stop. Nope. Let me guess. You think they're gonna hate? Do you think they're gonna hate Jokić if he doesn't go to the parade?
I mean, he's gonna go. Here's what you got to do. You got to have his parade float just be a horse, because he just wants to go home and see his horses. That's what he likes. He likes living in Serbia with his horses.
I guess I don't like. I couldn't imagine being that far from home
It's interesting though,
and
because
just want to get home.
oh, I get it, but it's like your family's there. I saw his brother pick him up like a baby.
Exactly.
Like, just think about this. His brothers are bigger than he is, and they were rocking him like a baby. Jovic.
You'll always be little brother, adorable. I don't care if you're champion.
Along with all the kissing.
Oh, so much Serbian kissing. So and he left.
Kissed everybody. Like he was hosing down everybody on the.
He left his finals trophy, his finals MVP trophy out there. He didn't care. He there's this meme of him with the champagne. Let me see if I can show this to you. He's like, he looks like a wallflower at a party. Like he's not enjoying it at all.
He looked like he lost and he's drinking away his sorrows as opposed to like celebrating after winning a
But
championship.
maybe that's just who he is.
That's just who he is,
right?
yeah.
Wait. Think about this. Look at how he plays basketball. What do you think his celebration gonna look like? Like that.
I don't know. Like I imagine his brothers or something. Like they
The brothers will be drunk.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Leroy, look how he celebrates.
He just gets the champagne. He's just slowly sips. Looks like he doesn't know how to use.
It's like I don't understand. What do you pop the cork and it's
He makes so much money that he could take a private jet. So he's good.
You think he's gonna take a private jet to Serbia then fly back?
No, I think he's gonna either
Just
do
to
one.
see Chestnut.
You
and Willard?
know what the owner's gonna do? Listen, you take for the parade. You can take my plane, and we'll fly you home.
Goosies.
Right after the parade. You and your family and your big ass brothers.
I wouldn't put those brothers on a private jet.
I was gonna say,
They feel like they destroy a private jet.
Is there enough room on that?
Huh?
Enough room on that plane?
I don't know.
A lot of big bodies.
It is a lot of big bodies that you got to watch out for. All right. Appropriately, favorite Tuesday game coming on up. The damage is done, my friend, is next.
Damage is
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560. Time to get to our favorite Tuesday game. The damage is done, my friend.
The damage is done, my friend. Jennifer, somebody said that you look like you're getting ready to drink a Mountain Dew and play 13 hours of
Ha 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 ha! Hilarious. Also, you look like I can't see you.
Yeah, the camera's closing. She's lashing out though.
Wow, why you wait?
She's
Wow. Why are you coming at me like that?
Because I'm not a gamer.
Well, you certainly. All right.
I'll go first. Damage is done. Cody Zellar.
Yeah,
I knew you were going to say that.
No, he's right. He is right.
Sorry.
My friend. You don't even have to explain.
No, I don't. Your turn.
All right, so I was at Publix the other day.
Oh, God.
And I was going across the street, right? And some lady was driving, and I'm always careful because they don't pay attention to stop signs or anything like that.
The old hate signs.
So I waved her on, right? I waved her on. She pulls up, rolls down her window. I was waiting for the eye candy to go across the street.
Wait, was she referring to you?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, you're getting hit on a Publix.
I'm like, my bad. You want me to do it now? She goes, no, damage is done. She got it. Damage is done, my friend. Like, wow. I was like, huh. I didn't know whether to feel good.
It should feel good.
You should feel really good.
Somebody wants to know if she was a certified possum holder.
She was certified possum.
Wow. Are you possum shaming her?
I mean, it was a nice night. It was funny. It was nice, but I kept it moving.
Kept it moving, dude.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, J-Fig? What do you got for damage today?
So have you seen Julianna Pena's reaction to Amanda Nunez retiring?
Ooh, she's been lashing out.
She's been lashing out to the point where she says she's dead to her.
Wow.
Yeah, and she called her a coward too.
I mean, Amanda beat the brakes off her in their rematch.
Nah, the rematch though.
She feels
I just
cheated.
1-1. That was like when people are like, "Oh, why won't Amanda Nunes fight Valentina Shevchenko again?" It's like she beat her twice. I don't care if they were close.
She says there's unfinished business.
There's not unfinished. You know what? There's not. You know what the unfinished business is for Julianna Pena? Go win the title. You go be the champ now. Take the torch. If I'm her, I'm thrilled. I'm like, great. I don't have to get beat by Amanda Nunes.
Win the torch, and then you get more when she comes out of retirement.
Oh, I think she's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long has she been doing it?
Long time, dude.
Yeah.
Long time. She's beat everybody. Beat Cyborg, Rousey, Tate, Valentina.
That was back
Shevchenko.
when there was a lot of people in the division too.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know what's left for her to do. I think everybody was thinking that one of the reasons that she lost, people thought that she lost to Julianna. She was like, half-hearted in it. You don't want to. Not everybody has to go out face planted. It's nice that somebody gets to go out on top. Julianna Pena is like, stop lashing out, dude.
Stop lashing out. The damage is done. Move on.
Damage is done. Marcos, what do you got, dude?
Well, definitely Cody Zellar was a good option. Let me just go ahead and say
Yeah.
Damage is done. Stop! I just want to say.
I honestly was gonna say Cody Zellar, but I had to leave it for Tobin.
Why are you getting on a guy
Yeah.
who is what he is?
Torpedo.
That's what he is. And you guys are mad that he's Cody Zellar?
Yeah.
He's been Cody Zellar his whole
But
career.
obviously,
Now you're upset.
Hold on. Spo went into that game and he stopped playing Cody Zellar. He goes, all right, it's time to stop playing Cody Zellar. And then in the most critical game, in the most critical quarter, Spo's like, let me see if I can get Bam a minute of rest. And he couldn't. He couldn't. Good.
I mean, I would have taken my chances with, I think Jovic, right, or Yurt 7. How can they not help?
I don't know.
I mean, Yurt 7, listen. He might be able to shoot a three and do. He cannot play a lick of defense.
He must be terrible.
He must be terrible.
He must be terrible.
And I don't,
because he can rebound. We know that.
Here's my problem with not playing Jovic, right? You can say he's young all you want. This guy had been playing against grown ass men longer than some of the guys on the Heat roster.
They're projecting him, dude. That's what.
But I'm just saying, like,
Anything other than Zellar, I wasn't fine with.
He's been playing against grown-ass men since high school. How can he not help? Because he hasn't played in the NBA? He's better prepared than a lot of these guys one and dones.
Jokić gave Jovic a little love at the end of the game yesterday. Gave Bam a big hug too.
He did.
He was really mature.
He was very classy.
He was really nice about that. Yeah.
Joker's super classy.
You don't have I have no complaints.
No, they were. I think that was. It's the thing. It's like I also don't hate that team, so it makes it hurt less.
Right.
If we would have lost to Boston, oof, or New York, oof.
Yeah,
but we got to beat them.
Wait, can I just tell you?
That would have been very rough.
Oof.
Tobin at home by himself, we would have to do a wellness check. If they'd have lost to Boston in Game 7,
back-to-back years.
Up 3-0, after being up 3-0, I
might have had to take a sabbatical.
I'd be wellness checking you every other day.
I might have had to take a leave
with nobody at home.
Right.
But guess what? They didn't, so Boston can kiss my ass.
Oh, there we go. We got your little bounce back.
No. I'm just saying right now. I don't want to hear anything from any of you. Sully, Murph, O'Keefe, shut the hell up. Oh, we're gonna pay Jaylen Brown. Our coach is an idiot. Me. Yeah, great. You chew on that. We'll go get whales. Idiots.
So, can I get my damages done?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, buddy.
Oh my God, I completely forgot.
Game ops. I am not letting you off the hook.
Wow.
I am not letting you off the hook.
Are you more mad about Conor McGregor or going to the Wade well too early?
I'm going to go with both of those. How about that? And letting Shakira
Yeah.
enter the arena.
Yeah. You know what? Exactly. I agree with you.
By the way, she's not dating Jimmy Butler. She's dating the racer.
Right?
See, that's what I thought. So why was she ruining a court?
Yeah.
But why would she be a mush if she's not dating Jimmy Butler? Like
She was a mush. The second she stepped in there, she ruined everything.
I'm just
She should be
confused.
dating Jimmy Butler. That's the problem.
No.
All right.
No.
So anything Shakira, she's just a mush.
She's a mush.
I don't think that works like that. I mean, although we will keep an eye on
Definitely.
Lewis Hamilton's racing status.
Oh,
You know
That's
what? There you
interesting
go.
right now.
Let's
check
see how
that
that
out.
goes.
But yeah, man, game ops. Not off the hook, dude. You brought it to my attention. I saw the Panthers the next day do it excellently. Smooth. Had both Marinos in the building.
Dade South says Tobin turns into Beaker from the Muppets when he mocks fans. I don't do that, dude.
Point.
Oh, Julius Randle's the best. Oh, Jalen Brunson, he was better than Jimmy Butler. Me.
Is this true, J Fig? Shakira hitting Jeremy Piven's status?
Oh, wow.
I mean, if she continues,
Piven was at a Heat game this year, though.
Oh, he
yeah,
was.
the same time, same time as her, which is
Oh,
the
was-
worst part.
Was he
It
next
was
to
double the
Ozuna?
mush,
I feel like they almost forgot to introduce Jeremy Piven.
as they should.
Why? I was like, they were
Of
like,
all the famous people, they like, where's he?
because he
fit?
didn't get a graphic, and they were just like, "Oh, I think it was Ozuna with that guy from Entourage."
Yeah, that's it. That's who he is. Right? He's not a star like all those other people.
I feel
they
like
put
he's a
on.
Boston fan, though. I don't trust him.
He should be
Piven?
used to that.
Yeah.
No one
I
knows who
think
he
he's a
is.
Chicago guy.
Nah. He wasn't rooting for us, though. That's all I know.
I wasn't rooting for him.
It's true.
No way.
Nope.
Uh-oh. J Fig isn't a gamer, but she's definitely a player.
Mm.
Ooh. Because
I mean, I guess.
Okay.
Think Shakira likes goth? No way, dude.
No way.
Okay.
But Shakira's tiny.
Yep.
She is tiny.
Hips don't lie, though.
I take Shakira over J-Lo.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, because you have a hatred towards J-Lo.
I don't care that I can't understand a damn word she be saying. Don't matter.
I mean, she has songs in English. I think she can speak English.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I'm saying
She knows Go Heat.
doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Lelo, lele, lole. Don't forget.
Whenever, wherever.
I just want to say, though, as another damage, I really want to say it was unbecoming of all the slander Kyle Lowry had to deal with this year. That's my guy, Low Dog.
Wait a minute.
So damage is done to all the Low Dog downers. That guy showed up when it mattered.
You were the
Kyle
first
Lowry is
one.
my guy, dude.
No.
What?
Never wanted to trade him.
Becky, look at that butt. It is like so big. It's like one of them rap girls' girlfriends.
He gave him the rump roast.
Wait a minute.
Except when he got blocked by Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, that
Wait.
was not good.
I mean,
That was
he
demoralizing.
jumped 3 inches off the ground.
Yeah. Why even attempt? To be honest, just
I think
why?
he's probably
even?
trying to draw a foul. He was in his bag last night with the
Oh,
flopping.
yeah.
With the negotiating.
That was good.
Oh.
I loved it.
Kyle Lowry was being Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry was like,
You hate him unless he does it on your team.
when the ref got a call, he goes, no. He's like, he knows the rule book better than the referees do.
You got to if you're going to be a complainer.
He goes, no, clear path, no, side out, no, that's a shot. Kyle, like, he has to be exhausting to officiate.
I know how the officials feel.
That's my guy, though.
You are
Low dog.
You're
are
exhausting.
What do you mean?
With all the different angles and take backs and changes and opinion. Now all of a sudden, low dog is your guy.
It is going to be my favorite time of year coming up.
Trade
Whale season.
Woo-hoo.
Be a fun one.
You think?
Oh yeah. For Ryle's press conference, I think he's got some things to say.
I tell you what, you got 2 7-footers that you didn't play all year. And you made it to the finals. I think, me personally, Jovic will work well with Bam. But at the same time, I think Bam is the guy that has the ability to expand more than any other player on the Heat.
We'll take a quick break. There are some Heat off-season nuggets that are out there. I shouldn't have said nuggets. Still hurts too much.
What are you doing, dude?
-1. I'm sorry.
That is a
Too
minus.
soon.
Too soon.
-1.
Show poniness.
Oh, nice. Wow, that's self-sanction. That is maturity. You really,
I don't feel good.
must be dealing with something, dude.
Don't worry, he'll be back in a minute when
Leroy got me
catch him on
sick.
something. Huh?
For
We're
sure.
talking about Wales. He'll be better.
Oh, that would make me feel better. Back after this. 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2. Get to some cat talk. Brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans. Oh, Leroy.
It's got the good stuff.
Oh, he brought in the goods today.
Oh, which one do you got?
I got strawberry.
Man.
That's a good one. I got that apple cherry.
I had one for you, J Fig. But
Yeah, look at that. Ooh, that was nice.
My car had other
I had
plans
one for you, and I brought an
me.
extra one for your hairy friend.
Hockey fans.
Shots.
He's a body shamer.
That's so mean, Leroy.
He's a body shamer, dude.
It's a fact. He's hairy.
We know.
It
He
ain't like I
knows.
said Goonie Goo Goo at him or nothing like that. Y'all don't know nothing about that. It's Eddie Murphy.
Hockey fans, let's do this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of your Florida
Panthers. You got to say Florida.
Florida. Need this one tonight, dude. Need it.
Yeah, and we're gonna get it, dude.
Let's do a check-in on Kachuk. Let's see where he's at.
Sure. All right.
Kachuk.
How can we check in on him?
The game time decision.
Oh, okay.
I already checked.
Like we are screwed if he's not out there.
No way.
He's been limited anyway in his minutes, right?
Doesn't matter. He's the clutch kid. I always trust him.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Vegas. I got one thing to say. Well, 2 words, but one thing to say to you.
What's that?
Don't lose.
Oh, wow.
Don't lose, Vegas.
Wow.
I'm calling it. If the Panthers win tonight, they're winning the series.
Wow.
When the Panthers win tonight, and if they lose, I will be even more depressed tomorrow.
Yeah, that is the downside to both of our teams being in the championship game.
God, this hurts.
Never thought we could lose both of them.
Right.
Yep. Pain.
I mean, still awesome, but it does hurt.
Pain.
Like somebody
I'm
said.
telling you, dude, it's the worst feeling in the world to get almost to the pinnacle of your sport. And it's frustrating, and you like to build on it and whatever, but the one thing you have to realize is this: sports doesn't transfer, dude. Sports doesn't transfer from year to year. Every team is different. Every team is new. How you have to do things is different. Hey, -1 for leaning the camera.
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? I'm trying to read comments, okay? What is wrong with you?
You like female Wilson. You like that? No.
That was me watching you all day yesterday. What do you mean?
Wow.
Hey.
Sounds like she needs another -1 for lashing out.
Lashing out.
You're out to get me today. Watch.
Lash potatoes for a little.
Wait until I get back in there.
Lashing out. Oh my goodness. I couldn't wait. I'm like, wait for it. Wait.
That was me yesterday watching you.
Yeah, that was good. The hell were we talking about? That
Well
was-
played.
that was great.
Well played.
I don't like it.
560 on the air. What's your name? Hey, 560. What's up?
Hey, I got a little update of Kachuk.
Okay, let me know. What's going on, dude?
Lou Bertie told me that the injury he is suffering is a cracked sternum.
Whoa.
If that's true, that's rough.
Okay, so I expected a joke. I had my finger on the dump button. I was ready to oh, he's a soft,
Cracked
whatever.
sternum.
But now he gave me real news, and that
Ooh, that's
hurts.
right here, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, it does. Yeah, people were saying shoulder, the hockey, upper body.
Yeah, upper body.
Upper body. So he could need quadruple bypass. You wouldn't know.
We don't know.
Upper body.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. But it's it sucks. It sucks. He's always right there at the right spot. It'd be nice if they could just get out to a 2-0 lead and hold that, just
It hurts to breathe.
2-0?
It hurts even.
Tobin?
Wait,
what?
Give me come on, this goalie's been really good.
No, he has been good, but I'm just saying
it hurts even more to breathe.
It would just be nice
Deep
if
breaths.
It would just be nice if the Panthers didn't have to have a game that came down to the last 3 seconds.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Dude, here. You can't love a postseason where they've had 10, where they have 10 overtime wins?
7.
Or 7? And then complain.
I'm not complaining
that they have too many overtime wins.
But we don't have our guy.
I know.
We don't if we don't have our guy.
That means Verhaeghe, Barkey.
Barkey's got to shoot, dude.
Barkey. That's the one thing I hate about hockey. You're passing around for a perfect shot, and most of the time when people score is the rebounds.
Yeah.
Right, put it on there. Dude, mango tree. That's a pretty high one too. See it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty high for a mango tree.
Mango
isn't
trees
it?
can get high, dude. That's why I had to chop mine down.
That's not what you told me.
Well, I had somebody chop it down.
No,
In exchange
no.
for the mangoes.
No.
Wait,
He said
what?
I had to cut my mango tree down because I'm allergic.
I am allergic.
You're allergic to mangoes?
Oh yeah, you weren't here for this.
Oh, he was not.
This
Because
was
he was too busy being
Yeah. So I had a really bad
Oh.
rash outbreak, and
Oh,
it's
no.
from mango syrup.
Damn.
Yeah,
son.
not
So
eating
you like
mango.
your
Not
whole-
juice.
Wait. What?
Just the syrup.
The syrup that drips out of it.
You're confusing me. So you
Well-
can actually eat the mango, but that little weird sticky thing that's sometimes on the
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Damn. So your whole life.
I look
you've
like a
just been-
freak. I look like a leper.
Yeah. Okay. Don't be so hard on yourself. Now
No, I
let's
did.
focus on the mangoes. Oh, okay.
No, like his face was entirely red.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
Damn, that's rough, dude.
I
So
know,
you've been-
dude.
Your whole life.
We
you've
thought
been-
he was blushing about. I
It
forgot
happened
what
a couple.
player.
It happened a couple of years ago,
Oh.
and I went to a dermatologist, and he goes like, "Well, what happened?" And I was like, "Is it the gym? Is it like whatever?" And I was like, "He goes, you do any landscaping?" I'm like, "I just messed with mangoes." And he goes, "Bingo." I was like,
Wow.
"What?"
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Must happen a lot.
Yeah.
That's weird because Tobin's veins are full of pancake syrup.
Dude, I love pancakes so much. I love pancakes.
I am not a fan of pancakes.
Oh man.
I ain't too bready, but I do like a waffle.
Crunchy.
Little crunch.
Mhm.
Oh, you put the butter in there, melt the butter, and then pour the syrup in each little. Oh,
Are
You
you
see if
hungry?
Andy's saying the sap from a mango is the same as poison ivy. That's kind of crazy.
I knew there's a reason why I didn't like mangoes.
Interesting. Let's hear from this guy. I'm sure he's got great things to say. Hey, what's up, Richie?
Listen.
Richie.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hey, Richie.
Tobin.
Yes.
Leroy.
What's
you
up?
around?
Yeah, we're all here.
J Fig, you there?
You know the
all
people on
there?
the show.
I am here. Yes.
Okay, listen to me. You guys got nothing to be ashamed of, okay? An 8th seed going to the finals is the hardest thing you can do. Only you and the 1999 Knicks have done that, and we both lost.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, you just used that
listen.
just to say the Knicks.
No.
Okay.
I'm not done. I'm
All
not
right.
done.
All right.
You guys got nothing to have, bro. You guys ran out of gas. You can't.
Yeah.
Butler ran out of gas. I'm not going to sit here and rip you guys. You guys beat the hell out of my team. I know I rip you every once in a while, but you guys did great. Don't hang your heads. Keep your heads up high. Hopefully, Pat the Rat gets this right next year, and you guys maybe do something.
Hey, get to throwing pot shots like that. Get out of here, Richie.
I was so close to say this is a very nice conversation.
It was so close to going, oh, Richie, that's perfect. We appreciate it. Then he threw in a Pat the Rat on the way out, parting gifts. They don't like Pat Riley, right?
Oh, what? No.
They don't like Pat Riley like people down here don't like LeBron.
But
But it was a lot worse.
Probably worse.
Yeah, because Pat, didn't he quit by fax?
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
He did. It would have been nice if LeBron sent a fax.
At least he said something to someone.
When we were negotiating with McRoberts, you think you're gonna send a fax? Guy texted, gotta be honest, guys. I didn't think we would get to 2 finals. If anything, I thought that we would split. Thought the Panthers would have won. It was just too much of a hard climb for the Heat to win against the Nuggets.
You don't realize how good a team is sometimes because you're competing against them until it's all said and done. That team was really good. They've been really good all year. They've actually been the best team in the NBA all year.
Yeah, they have been.
So to say you lost to
I do find one thing that's interesting though. Everybody's sitting here and they're like, the debate shows are all today saying,
Don't do it.
Is this
Don't
a
do
dynasty?
it.
And I'm like,
you got to win 2 in a row
can
at
we
least.
repeat for like, hey,
Right.
can the
A
Nuggets
repeat.
repeat? No,
Right.
we have to go
What
right
the
to.
hell
Can they
is
be
that,
a dynasty? Like,
yeah, for sure. Do they have everyone locked up? Is that why they're like, oh,
Yeah,
like there's
they
no
do.
changes? That's
They
gonna
have
happen?
everybody locked up.
Yeah, well,
except for Bruce Brown, he gonna get paid.
yeah, for sure.
No, 6.8 million.
No, I think he's a free agent. That we got 6 this
No,
year.
6.8.
He's not a free agent.
No,
You sure?
no, I just saw the list.
I don't believe you.
I love the way you don't pay attention. We got 2 big old TVs right in front of us.
I thought they were shouting that he was gonna get paid last night.
No.
Probably still gonna get paid though. He's a champion now.
Yeah, it's a player option. He can opt
Oh,
out.
good player. But when they put it on the thing, they just put 6.8.
Well, that's bad info by them.
Bad info by them.
Get together, Woj.
Yeah.
Oh, you know he's what's those 2 words?
And by the way, hey,
Opting out.
hey, by the way, Woj, Thanks a lot for getting our Tyler Herro hopes up, dude.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Woj. Oh,
I
he's
told
really
you to simmer down.
Jennifer,
Yes.
you mind using some additional light?
Yikes.
Why are you out to get me right now? Do you miss me?
You always miss.
Lashing
Yes,
out.
I miss you. That's
I know you do.
Woj. Ooh, maybe he'll be back for game 2.
And then he tried to like one up
Listen,
Shams.
I had some
You didn't
ketchup,
say anything
some
different.
ketchup Doritos to share with you.
Oh, those were good.
Aw, save them. Hopefully, I can be there on
no,
Thursday.
No, those are long
Really,
gone.
the animals.
You know who's the opposite of you know who's the opposite of ketchup Doritos?
Who's that?
Woj, dude. What the hell is
Oh, yeah. That's like candy corn.
Tyler Herro's gonna be back.
Oh no, there's only one person in my life that I've known that really enjoys candy corns, and when I tell you who it is,
Was
you're
it
gonna go.
Beast?
I can see it. Yes,
Beast? Yeah.
candy corn and Peeps.
Oh
No, those are big no's.
ugh.
Peeps is like the shredded lettuce they put outside of a meal for looks, like parsley. Peeps. They put them on a basket. Nobody eats the Peeps.
Maybe he'll be ready for game 3. No, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Woj. Woj bomb. More like Woj dud.
Why did you get all excited? You know how that
Why
works.
would it? It's a Woj bomb.
He said possible.
Nah, he was making it seem like he was coming back, dude.
Yeah.
He was like, actually, people are saying game 2. All right.
Yep.
Idiot.
Game 2.
That's what he said.
There was no chance
That's what
in
he
hell.
said, though.
He said right after practice, my hand still hurts. How is he going to be ready for game 2?
Woj is a
You
fraud.
got no. You
Woj is a fraud.
Can I say?
Fraud, dude.
Can I say
Yeah,
something?
he
I'm not.
is.
You know
That
what?
is no. That's your fault. What do you mean? You have more of a pulse of this team than Woj.
He's supposed to be.
No, you have more of a pulse. Your boots on the ground. You have a better idea if Tyler Herro's going to play than Woj. I'm not listening to Woj. I'm listening to you.
You're blaming me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not blaming you.
Oh, wait.
I'm blaming you because you knew he wasn't ready. You said he's not ready. We've had comments he wasn't ready. So why in the hell would you listen to Woj? Because you know the truth.
He's Woj.
No.
Sure, he is Woj.
Okay, great. How did that work out for you?
Not great.
Not
dude.
well.
Okay.
Not well.
Thank you. And now you feel bad because you go, I knew more than that.
No, I feel bad because I was lied to by Woj.
You were lied to. He was
Charlatan.
he's basically
He led
doing
me on.
he's basically doing what all the national people do.
No, Woj.
They say something
Yeah.
while saying absolutely nothing.
Woj.
Right? He says, well, Tyler Herro, it's been 6 weeks.
Yeah.
He's back to practicing, and they're really hopeful that he can get out for game 3.
No
Okay,
way, dude.
well, we know. We heard him practice, and he said, my hand still hurts. I told you, dude, you saw me with my thumb. You saw how long it took me to do anything with my thumb. 4 to 6 weeks is laughable.
No way. Dude.
Yet all of a sudden, Woj, a guy who haven't been to practice, not boots on the ground, all of a sudden he says something, you get excited? That's what you wanted to hear. That's not what the truth was. You knew what the truth was.
Why are you
Shame
yelling
on
at me?
you.
I didn't want to know what the truth was. I wanted Tyler Herro out there.
You
The
get mad
ketchup chips.
when you knew better.
It is. Look, Woj slid in our DMs. He complimented us. He
You-
invited
He
us
put
out.
cheeks on the bathroom sink.
And then he said, I'm married. Why'd you leave me on, Woj? Why did you leave
More
me
like
on?
Fraudjanowski.
Sick of this guy.
Back after this. Welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Take you up until 2 o'clock. You guys can text the show, 305-567-0560. Text on the ticket driven by Kendall Toyota and West Kendall Toyota. Text writes in Heat Nation bummed to see them get so damn close and not win a title with Jimmy Buckets. Another text writes in Denver very good and not a good matchup for the Heat. I agree with that. They're not a good matchup for anybody. They lost 3 times in the entire playoffs. Or
True.
4 times.
They're very much clearly the better team. They have more talent on paper for sure. But, and I don't want to sound like the Carolina Hurricanes coach when I say this. I understand we just got gentlemen swept.
Right.
But it was much closer.
The last 2 games were.
They really were, dude.
The last
They
2
really
games were.
were.
The last 2 games were winnable games for Miami.
Yeah.
I don't think that's unfair to say.
For sure. Which could have put us up right now. We could be talking about going into game 6 at home up 3-2.
You could make that argument, but one of the things that's tough is they have lived on this razor's edge of the fourth quarter all year long, and they've always out-executed everybody. Game 4 is always going to be the game that's going to haunt me in this series. Yeah. It happens. Like, you never quite know what that turning point is. And for 2011, it was game 2. Game 2 at home, Heat blow that big lead against the Mavericks, and you blew the series there, basically. Like, you gave them life in a spot where you were dancing on their grave, up in a ridiculous spot. It didn't help that LeBron and D Wade were mocking Dirk Nowitzki, but you never quite know when that moment is in a series. But for the Heat, the moment in this series will always come down to game 4. Jokić gets his 5th foul, and you couldn't stop turning the ball over. You had your chance. That was your window to make this a series.
It sucks when you see those moments and you're like, if the team or the player or whomever is going to do it, it has to be now. When you see those moments and then you see your team fail,
because like some people are comparing this to 2014 against the Spurs.
Yeah.
And I get it because it actually did go the same way. It went, loss, cheated with the AC, win, and then gentlemen swept. But the Heat looked like they didn't even belong on the floor with the Spurs in that series. Like the Spurs were moving the ball around. They lit you up from downtown. Patty Mills, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, Patty
Still playing.
Yeah, for sure.
Isn't he still playing? Wasn't he with the Brooklyn?
He's somewhere.
He's somewhere in my nightmares.
Somewhere. But with this series, it's like, yeah, it was I think everybody came into this and they're like, oh, this is going to be you had 2 of the best offensive teams statistically. And this series was a rock fight. It was
80s basketball.
Yeah. Yeah. And so it's one of those where there'll be some moments to stick with you, but I do think that Denver was able to come out on top every single time in the right way. So it's tough. Another guy says, funny how Leroy keeps comparing his recovery time to a 23-year-old recovery time. The older you get, the longer it takes to recover.
Wow.
Okay, jackass.
Yikes.
I agree with you.
Flashing out.
However, the hardest places on your body to heal are hands and feet because there's not a lot of blood flow and there's 1,000 little bones in there. That fact doesn't matter how old or young you are. So a hand normally, depending on what you had done, whether you had to have something put in your hand, a screw or a plate or anything like that, would generally take longer to heal because there's not a lot of blood flow, you moron.
Just out of curiosity, is this something that does mess with you for a little bit? I mean, like I'm just talking about like next year. Like, will he be fully recovered? Or is this something or can this be something that does mess with you?
Because once you,
because he's a field player.
Once you get through the the initial injury, and once that heals, then you start the rehab process where you work on range of motion. See, still can't quite get, not like this one.
You're making shadow puppets.
But I did, it took a long time to be able to touch my pinky. So I'm still struggling touching my pinky. How long has it been? 8 months.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with age, dude. It has to do with, just hands and feet take a little bit longer to heal.
Somebody says Jokić got his 5th found smile. Probably because he was closer to going home. It seems like he just wants to go home and watch some Netflix and pet horses.
It really feels like we inconvenienced him with this whole NBA Finals.
Like he'd probably rather Jimmy Butler win the championship. He's like, I'm happy for Jamal, but Jimmy gets to go now to a vacation. I gotta go, stay in Denver.
Stay in Denver. That's rough.
He doesn't have horses in Denver? I feel like Denver's got a lot of horses.
Yeah, I feel like they should.
Oh,
they really only have. I mean, the one thing with the star power, they really did only have former Denver Broncos. It was pretty crazy.
My God. And former, they even were like reaching. One of the things was like this guy. He played 6 seasons with the Nuggets. I was like, what, dude? The hell do
They
I
had
care
Nuggets
about that
Josh
guy?
Richardson?
Essentially, yeah. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. I did see Eric Andre there, but I feel like ABC,
they paid him.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we don't.
Hey,
really
Eric,
have
you want to go to
outside.
the? We gotta go prank yankers. We need to promote that. You want to sit courtside?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Well, it's Denver. What do you?
Oh,
want them to
we
do?
got a big one this week.
What's
U.S.
that?
Open.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Are you picking Brooks?
That'd be nighttime because it's out west, so it'd be cool.
So does Brooks Koepka say theoretically? It would be. Where is it?
It's at L.A. Country Club. I think.
Okay, so he could go to a game 7 probably.
If it's in Vegas,
Yeah.
and just bounce over there.
Yeah.
On Sunday night.
Right. He could go tonight and then go back to the tournament tomorrow.
Well, he might not even be there yet. So if they fly private jets, so he could go to the game and then fly out tomorrow. I mean, it wouldn't really seem like he cares that much about the major if he's flying all the way across country.
That would be yes. That would,
when that they practice,
Brooks Koepka.
They may play 9 holes the next 3 days before the tournament and practice and stuff like that to get ready for the speed and the conditions or whatever.
Brooks Koepka just tanks the U.S. Open so he can go watch the Panthers, and he's done by Friday.
Yeah, because it's gonna be late, so he probably wouldn't even be able to see it. Because keep in mind, it'll end at 6 or 7 local time, which is also 6 or 7 local time. The game starts at 5. The hockey game starts at 5.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah.
Something, dude. Can we get a little bit of an update? This is from Shams. There are rumors flying out there. Leroy started today's show with a whale call. Show first.
Yeah, he did.
Show first.
at
This is Shams.
I missed that.
Off-season plans may include.
The Heat have a couple free agents of their own, Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, but I think beyond that, they're going to explore seeing what the star market is out there. And just to give you a glimpse of what they've looked at over the last several months, they made an offer to the Nets for Kyrie Irving at the deadline, from what I'm told, right before he got traded to the Mavericks, before the deadline. So that just gives you an idea that I think there's been some level of understanding that trying to get Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, just another piece that can take the load off, especially during the regular season, could be of importance. And the question is, where do they go from here? Do they circle back on Kyrie Irving? There's going to be names out there in the marketplace as the draft gets closer next week. What player can the Heat potentially get? And what do they have to give? Tyler Herro, they have up to 3 first-round draft picks. I think that would be the basis of the type of package that you would need to go get a superstar player. But this Heat team, listen, they made a great run this postseason. They do feel like they might be one piece away with whatever star that could be at the guard position. We'll see over the next week and a half, several weeks, which type of guy Pat Riley and that front office want to focus on.
There you go. Shams Sarani on FanDuel TV on the Heat's potential. I don't know, man. I talked about the Kyrie thing. I wasn't against it because I felt like they could have gotten Kyrie for a lot less than some of the other stars were going for, and you're just looking to add talent. But it does worry me that every place he goes, the record goes,
I would say this, that it's weird with Kyrie. Everybody loves him. Everybody, appreciates his craft. But I would say that he needs to be in an organization that holds him accountable as far as like the other stuff, like coming to practice, like being, a leader.
Right.
And I think that he can do that, especially with him being around Jimmy and Bam and all these veterans, that he can come in and just be him. That he won't have to feel like he has to be. And I get that. I know. Listen, I'm not the guy that says Kyrie ain't going to be Kyrie. But I am the guy to say that we've had a lot of people come here. Hell, Jimmy.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people come here that they have kind of allowed them to be them in the confines of what they want to do.
Jimmy definitely gets Jimmy gets special privileges as being the Heat star.
But
he
here's the
deserves
deal. Here's the deal. What people thought about Jimmy before he got here versus what they think of him now is totally different. So I'm not going to just sit here and dismiss that the same thing can't happen with Kyrie because he's never been here. And I do appreciate what.
Yeah, they've been on his list like multiple times. What they would have ended up giving up for him, I don't know. I would imagine Lowry would have been in that trade. There was a lot of Lowry smoke going on in there.
Lowry smoke?
Yeah. Like in the trade deadline. Remember how much until Jimmy basically said he ain't going anywhere.
What we smoking?
What do you mean?
What are we cooking?
That peach back.
Pork butt.
Pork butt. Jeez.
Roast.
Although, hey.
Oh, Bill's drama.
He showed Stephon Diggs, huh?
Sean McDermott very concerned.
He want a new contract?
Making a stink.
Hey.
Where's DeAndre Hopkins going?
I saw the Titans were trying to recruit him.
That's good.
He smells like Titans.
New weapon for Ryan Tannehill.
You know what? Like, how do we view him versus what he is? Right? Because a lot of people say he's a great catcher of the ball.
Yeah.
But he's never really separate. He doesn't
like
really separate.
Brandon Marshall or Anquan Bolden.
Correct.
He can make some catches though. He's
everything.
He went like a whole year without dropping the ball.
Yeah,
and I like now all of a sudden he's like trying to get on a team desperately. But I call that the old OBJ because for a while it's like nobody wanted this guy. All of a sudden he signs a huge contract with the Ravens, so I'm sure he'll be fine.
I would think so. Or he signs maybe in the middle of the year to a contender or something like that.
Yeah. If you had a choice, now talent aside, who could you rely on more? D-Hop or who the Ravens end up signing?
Odell,
yeah. Because I got to tell you, I feel
like
from all the other stuff that ends up happening when you have Odell Beckham, I think Odell Beckham may be better, but I think I maybe trust D-Hop a little bit more. For his health, being able to be there, you know what I mean? And it doesn't mean that he's gonna have a better year, because I do think that Odell's a better player. But for some reason, I just feel more comfortable, if I were to bring D-Hop in versus having Odell. You still have questions. No matter how much money they give Odell Beckham, you can't tell me he's not going there and everybody's gonna have questions. You're gonna always have questions with Odell Beckham.
We'll take a quick break. You guys can text us 305-567-0560, or you can call if you guys still want to get some Heat calls in. Same number, 305-567-0560. Also, streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, the channel Miami 560 WQM. You guys can enter the chat there, and we'll be back with more after this. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here. Take you up until 2 o'clock. Streaming live on YouTube. Before the end of this hour, we will give away a pair of tickets to Marlins and Blue Jays. So stay tuned for that. All right, dude. All right, stay. We like when we give away some free stuff. We'll try to lift everybody up here on a tough day. Your Miami Heat season came to an end. A gentleman's sweep to the Denver Nuggets in a very, very, very hard-fought Game 5.
Yeah, it was. It was a
why
hard fought. I'm just disappointed. It was a hard fought. There was times though where it just looked like chaos on the screen. I'm not gonna lie.
It did. I mean, there were
From
just
both teams.
turnovers up the wazoo. It couldn't nail a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
It was tough. Well, but you what's wrong, dude?
I'm just, I'm just sad, dude. I'm just sad.
Do
And
you
I
wanna-
don't really like how you guys are just being mature.
Honestly, you guys are bringing me down, to be honest.
How?
Just the tone.
I'm
I
not
get
gonna
you're
be
saying,
happy. I'm not
you're
gonna
saying
fake it
things
for
to
you,
be
Jason.
comfort. What's that?
I'm not gonna fake it. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, I'm happy that the season." I'm upset the season's over, but it was an incredible
Well,
run.
of course, but I don't know. Your tone is kind of bringing me down.
Look,
Maybe Marcos can pep us up here a little bit. You wanna mix it up a little bit?
Let's mix things up, shall we?
All right. This always makes you feel better.
Why does this camera make J-Fig's head look small?
Are you saying I have a big head?
No,
Is there other-
like,
what is there other
it's making
camera
the
to
camera.
look
That
like?
camera's making your head look like Beetlejuice.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
when they speak of the
This
dust.
is the same camera I use at home.
Oh,
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
My bus. Maybe it's the lighting.
I'm not gonna lie. Leroy is unimpressed with your setup today. He understands you were
This was not planned. I did not plan to come here and do the
Wait,
show. I was
Marcos,
supposed
I
to
don't-
be with you.
Wait. Marcos.
Yeah.
We didn't need that, dude.
I'm just
What are you
saying,
doing?
clearly.
No, but I agree. I think the same.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, just unimpressed.
Marcos, what do you got for us here today, dude?
Yeah, mixed bag.
Yeah, dude. We're
Mixed
gonna
bag.
give us some
Super
funny sound
cool.
bites, something. That's how the
Yeah.
bit works.
Can I
Fix it.
vent for
What?
a second? I just can't, like, I don't want to hide and just make it seem like, oh, I'm just gonna hear mix it up. I'm not this little happy little toy you could just turn on whenever. I want to vent. Can I turn this mixed bag into something else?
I mean,
Oh, no.
sure.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Tobin. Thank you. I'm gonna turn this mixed bag into a pissed bag.
Whoa!
You know what? I've had enough, dude. Enough of that. Oh, let's mix it up. I'm gonna go in my pissed bag this time. All right. We're gonna see who has violated enough to get critiqued and criticized by your boy. So let's go on the. Here, let me just reach. Let me just reach
You
into
have an
this.
actual bag?
I
today?
do have an actual bag, possibly. First up in my pissed bag, Tyler Herro.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Herro, what are you saving us from? The only thing you can save is your breath, dude. I've had enough of it. And thanks for bringing Jack Harlow to 2 games.
Oh,
What have
that
you
was
done
annoying.
for us, dude? Just
We
distracting us.
didn't
from
need
it.
that.
I was a Boston fan.
Apparently he is. I don't know.
Yeah,
What's
but
up with
wasn't
that?
he at the New York series too? Because he said Kyle Lowry felt like pillows. Remember
Oh,
that?
that's right. That's right.
So he's at 2 series just
Jack Harlow's
trolling
a
us?
show pony.
For sure. But why is that show pony on our area, on our radar? Tyler Herro.
Tyler Herro.
So you know what?
So you're pissed because he brought around Jack Harlow?
He's in my pissed bag because he didn't show up. Yet another playoff run where I'm like, where's Tyler Herro? Where's Tyler
He was
Herro?
hurt.
Yeah, whatever, dude. I've had enough. Leroy, you injured your hand. You wanted to do both of them. That's how tough you are. I needed him to tough it out. And he didn't.
Listen, sometimes things will seem tough.
Yeah.
But it was actually pretty damn stupid.
That was stupid.
That was stupid.
Also, he was available. Spo didn't play him.
Yeah, he didn't make enough stink. He should have threw a massage gun. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Let me go back in the bag. all right?
Wow.
Going back in the bag. Who's else in the pissed bag? I didn't even have to read this one. Cody Zellar. Cody Zellar.
Now we're talking.
Oh, dude, I hope you enjoyed playing basketball. Now you can go back to haunting Notre Dame. Quasimodo, I've had enough of you. How are you only 30? I've had enough. I never want to
How
see his
is
face
he
again.
only
I
30?
mean,
He's 30?
Can I
Only
just
30,
tell you,
dude.
Cody Zeller looks like he was hanging out with UD in high school.
All right. -1.
What?
How'd you
Just
get
saying.
some UD slander?
It's his
man?
last game. He retired yesterday.
Come on,
I
bro.
know, but I'm just saying. UD's old. Cody Zellar looks the same
-1.
age. That's a compliment to
He
UD.
does look older. He does look older.
That's a compliment to UD.
All right, let's go further.
Give me a -1. I actually complimented UD, saying that he looks like he looks a lot younger, like Cody Zellar.
They're showing the older Jokic brother hold up him like a baby again, and I'm just very uncomfortable by it.
It's very uncomfortable.
Like, how is he that strong?
And impressed by that too.
Good job, little brother.
Not only is Joker tall, he's kind of built a certain way.
Daddy, why he pick you up like you pick me up?
Is that the little baby?
You know, he's like, what was the Christmas cartoon with the white when they had to pull the tooth out of the bear?
Well,
you don't remember is it Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Oh, Misfit Toys?
Misfit Toys, where they had to pull. That's who he reminds me of. He reminds me of the big what was that? What was that bear? You know, the big
Abominable Snowman.
Abominable Snowman.
Cocaine Bear.
He looks like an Abominable Snowman that they had to do a root canal on at the last minute. That's who
Uncle Joker to put you down. Okay, only one baby out here. Little baby Joker.
He actually held Joker while Joker was holding his baby. It was like a little.
It's like a Serbian nesting doll.
Yep. Let's see who else is in the bag.
Who else is in the bag,
In
dude?
the pissed bag. All right, let's see. Oh, look at this one. Oh, this one is long. This one has 3 names on it. That's strange. It says Caleb, Gabe, and Max.
Wow.
But this is weird. Though.
Wow.
Right next to it, it just says sirloin medium with a baked potato, mashed potatoes, and broccoli as a side.
That's
This
what I
must
ate last
be-
night.
That sounds great.
Yeah,
I don't understand. What does that mean?
I think
What
this
is
is just the order that they're gonna be ordering at Spo's Steakhouse in Portland. When you get shipped off, dude. Sell
-1.
while the stock is
-1.
high, dude. Sell while the stock is
Can
high.
I just tell you,
Can I interest
Marcos?
you in a little Gabe
I don't like this bag.
Marcos.
Can I interest you in a little
Marcos,
Max?
you went all the way around the world to get next door.
You're lashing out, dude.
Nah, you
I
know
don't
what?
like it.
You guys have been mature all day, like, oh, what a great season. They choked, dude, and they need to hear about it. A little TML, all right? A little TML is what they're
Marcos
getting.
love?
Yeah, that's exactly what they're
It's
getting.
too late.
dude.
They don't have any more games.
Yeah, they're not, like right now. They're
You can't
like,
give tough love at the end of the season.
Well, you know what? Well, they're in Cancun, and I'm forced to just be here in my.
I think you only go to Cancun if you get bounced early. I think after that you got to go to like Aruba.
Oh, okay. So wow, you get Aruba after. the
Also,
finals.
I'm going to
cool.
Aruba. Okay.
All right, you know what?
How many more people are in your pissed bag?
2 more. This one's easy. I think this one says, Omer Yurts, how bad are you that Cody Zellar has to play? Wow,
It's a
dude.
fair point.
Wow. Come on. Instagram pictures. You're handsome. You're 7 feet tall. How little trust does Spo have in you that I have to watch more and more minutes of the Masked Wonder?
Quick
Cody
question.
Zellar?
Quick question.
Yeah.
Have you seen yours of him play and look lost out there?
No, I mean, yeah, one time.
You didn't pick
Jeez.
anything up. On the
What?
sidelines?
Like,
Can he not fumble the basketball into the stands? And that would be a step up.
that would be good. I just need you to just be tall. Can he be tall?
Right.
I mean,
And that's what Cody Zellar's qualifications are.
essentially that's it.
That's it. He's got cement feet, stone hands.
Yep.
He's basically like a gargoyle, a 7-foot gargoyle
You know
out
what
there.
you got? You got exactly what you find in December in basketball. Stop acting. Don't be mad at Cody Zellar for being Cody Zellar.
Well, I am.
Watch me.
I am indeed actually mad at him for that exact reason. Final name of the bag. You guys ready? Let's see, I don't know why I folded these so well. I have to get this right here. And wow, I didn't expect this name here, but it makes sense. You can take the name off the those pictures. You can take them off the milk carton, people.
Okay.
Jimmy
No,
Butler.
dude.
Jimmy Butler.
Careful.
Marcos.
You know he's currently being used. He's currently being used as a weapon on Mario Kart. Did you know that? You know why? Because he's a shell of himself, dude.
Wow.
He is a shell of himself. I have had enough, dude. He took us to the dance. I saw him dance at homecoming. I saw him do handstands at the parade that they had. But he took me to prom, and you know what he did? Didn't even dance with me.
What?
He didn't even dance with
I
me.
mean, he
dude.
gave you one last little scoot there
You
at
need
the
to
end.
take a lap around the building.
You should have known Jimmy was going to be on that based on the text last night. Anybody see Jimmy Butler?
Anybody
Oh,
seen him, dude?
Found him.
Oh,
Found
there
him.
you go. Perfect. Found him. turning the ball over. What made you think, Jimmy Butler? What made you think, oh, I have the ball. There's a few seconds left. This is our opportunity.
I mean, when he hit that second three, I thought we were going to win.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. But then that turnover to Max Strus, why would you even pass the ball to Max? I would rather go down with Jimmy Butler taking a drive to the basket.
We all would,
than
but
whatever the
Jimmy
hell that
seems
was.
to forget that.
Well, now because he forgot that, I'm sitting here like the fat bearded woman girl that he invited to the prom and never got to dance with him. Look how embarrassed I am because of you, Jimmy. Now I have fake Nuggets fans that never existed prior to this.
Nuggets
Celtics
bots.
fans, just all these people just come in saying Jimmy isn't himmy, and now I'm sad. Now
That's
I'm
funny.
sad.
Jimmy isn't himmy.
Look
You
at
don't
him
think
now.
that's funny?
You're taking away his Himmy?
I mean,
you're taking away the H?
I just think they're two different people.
Wow.
I think we just saw James Butler in the finals.
Don't do that.
I think we just saw James.
Don't do that.
I'm
just saying.
Don't do that.
James.
That's what I saw.
Okay.
Wow.
You being
The pissed bag really took a tough turn.
Yeah,
So-
I like the mixed bag.
So everybody who got minutes, the only people who didn't escape your piss bag were Bam,
Good series.
Kyle,
Solid series.
Duncan Robinson.
Oh,
And
cocky
Spo.
Duncan. Need him back. Kevin Love. Don't forget Kevin Love.
Oh, Kevin Love.
Haywood Highsmith as well.
Haywood Highsmith is safe in the piss bag.
For sure.
All right.
Everyone else?
You're in the
Sorry, dude.
bag.
I'm sorry. I don't make the rules.
Take a quick break. Final hour of the show coming up after this.
Gator belts and Patty Melts and Monte Carlos and Eldorado.
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Final hour of the show. Heat, season over. Panthers, season on the brink tonight. Leroy, before that, though, can we get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm? YourAccidentAttorneys.com. Free consultation 24/7. Call them up at 866-954-MORE. Beautiful day out. Lovely. Lovely.
Love, 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 love. Winds 10 to 15 miles an hour out of the west. Planes are going from left to right, east to west. Means the winds out of the west. I can see some ominous activity out west. So you know what that means, folks. Heading home, you might come across a shower or two. And it's hot as hell.
Oh,
Like 86 degrees right now. Other than that,
solid.
Summer in Florida.
There you go. That is your weather update here. I get some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
The Cats.
Figs knows games.
No Matthew Kachuk at morning skate, although that's not common for him anyway. So we will await his game time decision. He is obviously banged up. 8 o'clock is your puck drop from Sin City tonight. 7 o'clock is when your coverage begins at WQAM. Game 5 tonight of the Stanley Cup Final. And see if these Cats can do what the Heat were not able to do, which is extend this series. The Mariners beat the Marlins yesterday, snapped their win streak. They lose 8-1. Jesus Luzardo gave up 6 runs over 4 innings of work, so they will try and get things going against the M's tonight. And that's about it. That's your
How we feeling?
How we feeling?
I'm feeling a little skittish with Kachuk.
Oh, yeah. I'm worried about it, dude.
Okay.
I'm worried about it. But it's one of those things where, they got to try. I will say, usually he's kind of stepped up there late. So they still have some firepower without him. I think they can manage this to happen. They obviously needed a continued monster performance from Sergei Bobrovsky, who looks like he's righted things after he got back home. That Vegas team, who knows? I mean, dude, what do you think the show's going to look like tonight for their possible closeout game? What are they going to have? Like a camel on the ice?
Oh my
The
goodness.
Jabberwockies are going to be there.
Can I just tell you what a show they put on? I ain't gonna lie. They put on some kind of show.
Yeah, they do put on a show. It's a wild one for sure. But yeah, man, that's gonna be the thing we look out for tonight. Gonna try and go home, get a little nappy poo in, wake up, see our Cats do the hopefully keep this up. Still been an incredible year. We've been talking about it this morning, the Heat, and
I'm not saying that yet.
What? You literally started the show talking about that.
No, the Heat.
Without it,
because it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
So you talk about an incredible year. I'm not saying that for the Panthers. It ain't over.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I thought you were saying
talking about the Heat.
Still been no. As much as we had problems with what certain people did and how it just came to a crashing halt. You got to give them credit for getting a lot further than anybody thought. Anybody, including us. Like we like to say, "Oh, Heat in 5," but come on, barely making it in the second play-in after losing the first play-in and then making it to the finals. Yeah, that takes stones.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially going out there and slaying the Bucks in 5.
Slaying.
Took them down. New York Knicks making them so sad.
So sad.
Boston Celtics having a meltdown. I mean, who knows what they're going to come back and look like? $300 million for each one of those guys. We'll see.
You think they may? Here's the interesting thing: is that there's nothing worse than trying to figure out whether you want to trade somebody or not, and then have to pay him $300 million.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Like you probably should have had some better conversations beforehand.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where you're in a tough spot. But I do think that this is going to be an interesting summer because. You look at what Denver just did, and they're this home-built team outside of like Aaron Gordon and Bruce Brown, but like their top 3 guys drafted very similar to what the Warriors were. So what are teams going to do to counter that? What is Miami going to do? Miami definitely seems like they've gotten some offseason, but I mean, hell, Dame Dolla is coming out and saying like that's the obvious place he'd want to go if he wants to leave. Now, to be fair, Dame did say in that same interview that if he had to guess if he'd be in Portland by the start of the season, he says yes. But I don't know if that's just something he says because he wants to quiet the noise, or if he's really serious about being ready to move on. Because
I think he's literally always said that. Like he's always said he wanted to be in Portland. Whether he ends up in Portland now is not up to him. It's up to Portland. Right? Does that make sense?
Stephen says that they need to prioritize Jaylen Brown over Lillard. I just don't think Brad Stevens is going to make that trade, though. I don't think he would trade to the Heat.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think he would.
I don't necessarily. It's not that. Obviously, he's younger, great scorer, good defender, but just the way I've seen him turn the ball over in the playoffs, like in the most.
Jaylen Brown?
Jaylen Brown. Yeah. I'm like,
oh yeah, he's been kicking that bad boy.
Listen, we had enough of those
place.
issues.
Yeah, exactly. I've had enough of that.
Had enough of those issues.
I have Cody Zellar still. If ever I just want to lose the ball, I'll just throw it in his direction.
Does this add more pressure?
I mean, lately it's been give it to Jimmy too. So let's be clear.
My topic for today: does this add more pressure onto Nikola Jovic?
Oh,
seeing what Nikola Jokić did.
Yeah.
Let's go, Jover.
Yep. Ball's in your court, buddy.
Little sweetener.
The hell's the Jover?
Well, they got the Joker. We got the Jover.
Oh my God.
What?
Little
sweetener, dude.
Only gained some more muscle.
Oh, he's gonna get swole, and you got the passing.
Graduate high school.
Maybe.
Still not.
I still don't think he's going to.
What is going on?
I think he's gonna lie to his mom.
Probably. She's gonna buy it too, right?
I'm sorry, Mama. I wasn't able to log in. Some global blockage.
Write the ticket.
Google.
Stunt Steve says that Jovic gets traded in the Lillard deal, dude. You don't know that.
No way.
You don't know that.
I already aligned it. Remember, we had the order, Gabe.
Well, you traded guys that are going to be free agents. That's going to be the interesting thing is like, which guys do they keep? Like, I don't know. Because like all of those guys, their stock was never higher after the Eastern Conference Finals.
Right.
I can't imagine it got killed too much. But I do think that, you know, if I'm a team and I look at what Strus did, what Gabe did, here's the thing that's interesting about it too is like, you know, you have Duncan under contract. Certainly, if you do trade for a star, you can use that Duncan contract to move him. But Duncan was really good. And do they go to a point next year? I think it's one of those you got to pick Max or you got to pick Duncan, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That feels like the logical thing. Gabe, I don't know. Because, you know, Gabe showed a lot. Does another team pick him off and say, hey, we're going to give you crazy amounts of money? Because it is going to be a year where, like, let's just say there's not a whale out there. Like, Tyler's going to be back. Tyler's going to play. Tyler's going to get those shots. I don't know. There's a lot. Because you got to think with the Heat, they ran it back this year. And, yes, they got further. But they got further with a just really, really frustrating regular season.
Yeah, I mean, I have never, and can we be clear? Have we ever seen Spotus frustrated? Just in general.
He aged so much this year.
He looks like he needs to go to like a resort spa or something like that. No film, no Chris Quinn. I don't know why I picture Chris Quinn always just FaceTime when I'm talking about film. I don't know. But yeah, it's gonna be. It is. This is. I think that he rightfully so is very proud of the team, and you know, we got to see where this what Riley's got up his sleeve, what this team has up his sleeve, because this is nothing new. Like, you know, last year going into this thing, I think everybody thought, oh, you know, the Heat are going to go land a whale. There was the Donovan Mitchell talk, there was the Kevin Durant talk. Now it's seemingly going to be the Dame Bradley Beal rumors, unless like I don't know, like the Clippers blow it up or something like that. And it's like
that Fred VanVleet, huh?
Doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Fred VanVleet.
We can bring in Lowry's replacement again.
No, thanks.
Just following him franchise to franchise.
I think Gabe Vince is just as good as Fred VanVleet.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
I'm probably going to be a little bit cheaper.
Probably. Yeah. No, Fred VanVleet, I think he opted out of $23 million yesterday. A lot of money, dude.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
It's amazing when you have guys who you don't consider superstars turning down 25, 30 million a year.
Yeah.
Because
Salaries are
they're
going
about
to
to
get crazy.
get right.
Yeah, the salaries are going to get crazy for sure. And so you're going to look at this and I think like I'm not a big CBA guy and the whole cap thing, but supposedly the Heat aren't in a terrible spot as of right now with the deals that they have. So this could
everybody's a walk-on.
This could be the summer where you really strike and try
Really?
to make that deal. What?
Strike?
Yeah, strike while they're on top.
Yeah.
Well, you're not in this terrible cap situation.
No
Why?
cap.
Why? What's wrong? Who are you
like
chatting
that?
with, by the way?
I'm not chatting with anybody.
You're not focused. You're not locked in.
You've been looking at your phone. Like,
You
what
are
you
not
doing?
locked in, bro.
Where's your mind at right
You're
now?
leaning into the camera.
I know where it is.
accidentally hit pay twice.
Oh.
And I'm trying to go, no.
I thought his mind was on the fact that Brownie the elf has been replaced.
Oh yeah, what's up with that
No.
dog?
Okay, first of all, Brownie the elf is not on anything.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a mascot back in the early days.
Stupid man.
So they they had a thing where they wanted to come up with a mascot. So like it's weird
So they
because
put that
it's
on
the
the helmet?
Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Ooh.
I think the Cleveland Browns have a dog, but you have to be a Browns fan to actually understand why their mascot is a dog.
But most people hate the new logo, right?
Dog pound. What?
No,
Why though? It's
Cleveland loves it.
like a tough
Do
dog.
they?
Yeah.
I felt like there was a big Dolphins response. Like if people didn't like the new Dolphins logo, I felt like that was the vibe.
Dolphins always a dolphin.
Well, didn't they vote?
Like nobody.
What are you talking about? The Cleveland Browns went from a cute little elf to a mean ass dog. You went from a dolphin to a dolphin.
No, not true.
Shush.
No, you're silly. And quite frankly,
Oh my God,
lashing?
you're an idiot.
No, you sound.
You're an idiot.
ridiculous.
You're an idiot. Go blow your nose
No.
and stop spreading coronavirus to me. Like, look at that. I'm looking at your nose now. You're oozing
Flu-like symptoms.
Look like symptoms. I'm telling you. I know.
You're lashing out, dude. And
I'm
I
not
just wanna
lashing
say,
out.
-1.
Everybody knows that
Lashing
the
out.
new Dolphins logo looks like SeaWorld. The old one was badass. He had a helmet on. He looked mean.
Yeah.
Everybody loves the old.
That was
When's the
TD.
last time you ever came across a mean ass dolphin? What?
Oh, I mean, predators of the sea, dude. They hunt in packs. They have dolphin orgies. Like dolphins are wild, dude.
I don't know if
I've actually come across a couple of facts of dolphins, and it's kind of disturbing.
Horny dolphins.
If I may, when I think of orgy, I don't think of an environment where I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
Oof. A testosterone flow with the fins.
Okay. What?
Fins up
Alright.
means something different in the ocean.
Oh, okay. What is that?
Echolocation, trying to find a honey.
Back after this. Busy Mental Heat here for you on 560.
I mean, I got to tell you.
Yes, sir.
Wasn't 15 minutes of heat. Nobody was hot.
Well,
I know. I'm a ride or die though. I know. I think it hurts so much because I just think that you always feel they're gonna come around.
Of course.
Because they've done it so much.
The last two games were very close. They had opportunities.
Backbreakers.
They hurt.
Just you know.
But before we get back into the Heat, which we will.
Oh, what do we know?
An era ended today.
UD?
We'll get to that. However, Shannon Sharpe officially signed off today on Undisputed.
Whoa! End of his contract?
They came in
They
agreement.
bought out. He got bought out. But here was Undisputed, how it closed today. Shannon Sharpe saying goodbye to Skip Bayless, and Skip Bayless saying about him.
Yikes.
Skip Bayless. You fought for me, bro.
Did I?
I'm here because of you. You've allowed me to share the stage with you. You've allowed me to share the platform. I'm going to cry in the car, but I'm not going to cry now. The opportunity that you gave me to become what I became, I'm forever indebted to you. I'll never forget what you did for me. You've helped me grow more than you ever know.
That being said, I
This
can't
is not
work with
easy
your
for
ways.
me either. But
One more
I
thing,
want to,
before you go, Skip. One more thing. All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, you know I gave you everything I had.
You did.
I gave you everything I had.
Which is why I want to thank you for all you have given to me. When I first took this job
Pause it
back
for a second,
in
Marcos.
June of 2016, we had a whole...
What's that look on your face? Well, what's wrong?
No! You want to be nice to Shannon Sharpe? No!
I don't
That
think
he's
that's a bad
leaving?
shot either.
Well, it's
That's like, now you want to love your wife when she hands you divorce papers?
breakups are hard, dude.
It shouldn't have been this hard.
Just working through their emotions.
He knew exactly
talking it
where
out.
this was going.
Talking it out, dude.
He knew exactly where this was going. I told you where this was going.
You did. I say you nailed it as soon as those
Because
testicles
as
start.
much as Shannon Sharpe is sitting there,
Yeah.
as much as he is boo-hooing and tearing up, you gotta believe me, he wanted to kick Skip's ass.
You want to hear Skip Bayless's response to him?
Not really.
I really do. I really do.
He did phony. You had an opportunity to do good by the guy you did the show with.
He's right about that.
And you chose to interrupt him, ignore him,
Even his
and
goodbye.
move on. Even your goodbye is fake. Skip could be a good person, but I'll be damned if he's not aware.
Phony.
Like, come on. Everybody
I
says
don't
Skip
think
is a
that's a
great
fair
guy.
shot.
Skip is this, Skip is that. If Skip is so
He did
great,
wish me happy birthday.
why can't he be aware of what he's doing during his own show with Shannon Sharpe? Why? Does that sound like a guy who's aware?
No. Put that away for right now. I don't want to hear that.
You brought it up.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you didn't have to play it though.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi,
Happy birthday.
Brendan.
Skip Bayless.
Any friend
The
of
real.
Joyce is a friend of
It was
mine.
very nice of him to do that. He's very famous. Well, let's hear what Skip Bayless's goodbye to Shannon Sharpe was like.
I want to thank you for all you have given to me. When I first took this job
Wanted to
back
give
in
you a two-piece
June
and
of
a soda a week
2016, we had a
ago.
whole nother format in mind until it became clear Shannon Sharpe is available. And I said, I believe he can do this. And did you ever? The critics just savaged us when we first started. Undisputed will never last. FS1 will never last. Did we ever show them? I want to thank you for dedicating yourself to this job. It is a voracious beast of a show, day after day after day. You dedicated yourself to this job just the way you dedicated yourself to professional football as a Hall of Famer. I want to thank you for never taking a sick day. I want to thank you for preparing as hard as you could every single day, every single topic. I want to thank you for competing as hard as you competed
Pause it
with
for a
me
second.
because the greatest.
Didn't he take a day off when he had
Yes,
that tweet on
because
DeMar
he was
Hamlin?
going to kill him.
It wasn't a sick day, though.
It wasn't a sick day.
Wait
I
a
guess
minute.
that's fair.
Wait
But
a
he
minute.
did take a day off.
Wait a minute. Do you act like this if all the things you say are accurate? Some of the things that Skip has done during that show to Shannon Sharpe. You want to thank him for all his work and preparation? Yet, there's been plenty of times on the show when you ran over him like he didn't exist. Now, all of a sudden, we're all revelatory?
Never took a sick day, though.
Ever.
Never.
He didn't take a sick day, but he did take a I'm going to kick your ass day if I show
It's like
up.
a personal day. A personal day.
Oh, it was real personal.
Feels like a semantic samurai thing from Skip.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
But,
know?
but like,
Really is the best.
do you understand that if Skip was this aware 6 months ago, we wouldn't be having this conversation? Am I the only one that thinks this?
Mm.
Am I the only one that thinks this?
Interesting. Let's hear the rest of it.
Oh my goodness! Now it's a love
You
fest.
were
Now
a
it's a love
worthy
fest.
adversary.
They were choking each
I
other
wanna
out a
thank
month
you
ago.
and tell you that I love you for what you have done for
Love!
me. And I'm good, Shannon. I'm going to miss our diet do bets. You owe me a lot.
I do.
I'm
Love,
going
love.
to miss our LeBron battles, even though he's still the phony goat. But I'm going to miss our Cowboy arguments. How about them Cowboys? Because you were right about my Dallas Cowboys from day one.
Pause it.
He couldn't even let this go without a LeBron thing.
Phony goat.
Gotta play the hits.
Phony go. Who's the phony? Who's the phony? Done with this guy. Well, are you serious? You knew this was gonna get me, didn't you? You
No.
did. They were having a heartfelt goodbye. Was it necessary to call LeBron phony goat in their goodbye?
You know,
Was it
sometimes.
necessary? No. Was it necessary?
Well, it wasn't necessary.
You know what? You calling him a phony goat while being phony.
Well, fair.
You're calling LeBron a phony goat. He's a phony goat. Okay, let's review some stuff. The all-time leading scorer. He's been to 10 finals.
You're getting them.
Right? How is that a phony goat? I mean, you want to talk about a phony. You want to talk about a phony? Now all of a sudden you all lovey and appreciative of Shannon Sharpe. Now, after he told you to kick rocks.
There's more, right?
No, there's not more.
No, there's more actually. Yeah.
I feel like there
Right.
should be more.
In the end, I just want you to know that it was because of you.
How about I'm
you made
sorry?
possible a very, very special time in my career. And this is a happy, sad moment for me because I look forward to your next great achievement, and it is coming.
Yep.
But
it
tonight,
won't be with
I
you.
just want you to know I will toast you with a Diet Mountain Dew.
Thank you.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's
You
the
know
highest
what?
of honors.
Hey,
That
you
is
know what
respect.
Shannon's gonna be doing?
Little Hennessy.
Shots.
Little
Yep.
Hennessy.
I'm done. I'm free.
Yikes.
Wow.
Come on, man. You want to talk about phony? You want to talk about phony? You heard those two guys.
Yep.
Who did we think was sincere and who was a phony?
Shannon Sharpe was sincere.
He cried.
Skip Bayless was a phony.
Right. Is he not the only one that doesn't
I don't
understand
think
this?
that's a fair shot.
Is
either.
Is he? Can I just say this? When you have these run-ins with everybody, it's not everybody else. It's you.
With that being said, good show. Yeah, I'm gonna miss it, man. I am gonna miss that.
They did have good chemistry.
Yeah.
You think Shannon's gonna go do Stephen A show now?
I think he's gonna do
Ooh.
anything else and be so happy.
Mm.
And so happy. Right? Does that look?
I think that he's probably feeling like Jokić afterwards, where he's just like, I just want to go home.
Yes. Dude, I do not like wherever that show goes from here.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad at all.
Oh, me
You
neither.
had the best thing that ever happened to you in that show, and you ruined it. So you get what you get.
Just put his thumbs away.
And you know what's funny? I don't even have to like Shannon Sharpe. But I know that dynamic worked well together.
Sure.
Right? I knew you had somebody that came to you with facts.
Why is Nikola Jokić with Hockman?
He comes to you with facts.
Wow.
With opinions, and you couldn't handle it.
Yo, can that dude play the 4?
Huh?
Can he play the 4?
Who is it?
Look at this.
Well, he's the only reason why he looks so tall is because Hawk is a minion.
He's got at least 5.
Who is that?
I don't know, but he looks like a gym rat.
A gym rat.
Yeah, gym rat. Looks like he hustles.
And Hawk looks like an actual rat.
So he said he's available next season.
Okay,
Looks
good.
like we're adding him to the team.
Point for Leroy.
We're gonna need those in between plays for Max Strus. We need some more intangibles.
Yeah.
So who is it then? I can't see.
What's he so disgusted about?
Me?
He said Leroy didn't deserve a point for that.
Yes, I did. Come on.
Oh man. All right, we'll take a quick break. We will wrap things up on the other side. Your Miami Heat season comes to an end, as does Skip and Shannon, a love story. All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Now it's on the J Fig. They have literally just gone like, you knew you were gonna get me with that skip stuff.
I sure did. Yes, I did.
Yes.
I did.
Oh.
You know what the best part was? The interruption. That was the best. That was the best.
Wait, he went out. Their last show will consist of this. Skip Bayless interrupting Shannon Sharpe again, right? And Skip Bayless taking a dig at LeBron. Right? On a show where he's supposed to be feeling bad about the breakup of him and Skip.
And he knows that Shannon has a very close relationship with
Of course.
with
So like, even in his goodbye, he was fake.
Yep.
While calling somebody fake.
One thing that's not fake. After today, officially the off season for the Miami Heat.
Oh, so you know what it is?
Whale hunting time.
Whale hunting
Whoa. Whale hunting
time.
time,
And
dude.
what's the draft next week?
Yes.
So
I was just watching another clip though of Jokić, who's still stressed out about this.
Really?
this
Still?
trade.
I thought he would have.
He's going to ask the owner. But he did what Leroy said. He said the owner. He's going to ask the owner for the private jet because I guess his horse is racing in Serbia on Sunday. He said.
Man,
He should be able to make it to Serbia.
Yeah, what the hell? How far is Serbia?
I think it's far, dude. It's not an
What
easy
do you
flight.
think? It's not like Cali.
Okay, I mean I get it, but it's not like a
It's on
4-day
the
trek.
it's on the opposite side of the world.
It's literally like you
Is it a
guys.
4-day
You literally
trek?
couldn't travel unless he was going to like Australia.
Huh.
I don't know if you could go any further than Serbia. But he wants to see his horse race. You got to respect it. See what makes him happy. Well, what's wrong?
Is that his pet though? That's like an employee. I don't feel like unless he raised that horse. Actually, that horse was probably his pet
Wait,
because he's
all
a
we've
giant.
seen is pictures of him riding a horse.
He's too big to ride a horse.
Nope. He was on the
He does-
trotter.
Yeah, he was on the trotter. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think he's riding a horse.
Harness racing. Those guys in those buggies are fat as hell.
I'm pretty sure that Jokic's big brother like cradles the horse like a baby. I think he gives it like a big baba.
I think
like a little
I
cat.
think one of the Jokic brothers got drunk and tried to show the horse how to do it.
Probably.
And they strapped the buggy to him. And he came in third.
How much more obnoxious are the Jokic brothers going to be now?
Oh my god! You think they're gonna get their own rings?
I am. Oh yeah. What?
For sure.
Oh yeah, dude. They're definitely getting their own rings.
If Zezlo can get to a ring.
Barry Jackson, he tweets out, he says, as ESPN's Brian Windhorst said this morning, quote, what we don't know is what star players watch the Heat on this 2-month advertisement for the Heat culture and might go to their teams in the next few weeks and say, I want to be on the Miami Heat. That's happened consistently through the Riley era. So yeah, that will be interesting. Like, who is going to be out there that saw this and is like, that's the place I want to go. That's how you got Jimmy. That's how you got the big three. You had to have somebody to go there and be like, that's the place I want to go. And I think you also needed to be in a situation where, you know, the team is willing to kind of help you out there, especially for these guys that are under contract, like Bradley Beal. I don't know. I'm not in on Bradley Beal. I'm tired of his.
I'm
flirting.
over that,
I'm
dude.
So sick
I'm
of
good.
his
I'd rather
flirting.
actually not have him.
Wait.
So sick
Hold
of it.
on.
I'm sick of his flirting.
You know what I hate about you?
What?
When you do a show long enough with you,
Yeah.
you'll be on the other side of something.
What do you mean?
You couldn't wait for Bradley Beal.
I know, but I hit a point where it was enough. Enough is enough. Everybody's got that.
What about Dame Dollar?
Oh, I love.
Oh, this is just the right amount of Dame Dollar.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Jim-
Bradley Beal,
Show pony, dude.
we talk about love. He just loves to be loved.
I agree with that.
What else? Who else? Throw him some other names.
Steven Adams.
No.
Someone mentioned that once, and I just like it.
Kyrie.
Yeah.
Kyrie. No,
Yay or nay?
thanks, dude. Nay. It's going to cost me much more than I'd want to take on.
It's a lot of money.
Kyrie? No way, dude.
Let's see.
I see a Paul George being thrown out there. If the
I am
Clippers
wondering
both
about the
do
Clippers if the Clippers are going to break it up.
That'd be
That
good.
would interest me.
Paul George?
Paul or
always hurt.
Kawhi.
Yeah. Which one would you
He
take
is always hurt.
if you had a choice between
Kawhi.
Paul and Kawhi?
Dude, you can hold on.
Okay.
You can't go through what you just went through this past year with all the injuries and bring in our guy who's always hurt.
Why?
You were asking for trouble.
Not if we
Oh
know how to
my
prep him right.
He is a bit of a baby, though.
No,
He's a fun guy.
He also just doesn't care about basketball.
Also won a title with Kyle Lowry.
Don't know if that guy's gonna
Lowry
be
might
around.
have to be in the trade. Make
Yeah,
the
I was
salaries
gonna
work
say,
out.
not sure
I
if
don't
that
know.
guy is gonna be around.
I don't know the ins and the outs of that.
Not
but-
bringing in a
Yep.
guy who's always injured. Not doing it.
Mm.
Not doing it.
All right.
What are you talking? You're going to put yourself in the same situation you were in this past year with all of the injuries?
Clay Thompson?
Oh, get.
Oh.
What? No, dude. No.
You might as well bring Shakira
Oh,
that
now
too.
he's irked.
He just sucks. I don't want bad players on
He
our team.
sucks.
He
sucks.
sucks.
He sucks.
Yeah.
He doesn't suck.
Well, what did he do for me this year, huh?
He won the title last year.
Nah. Steph Curry won a title. Steph Curry and friends.
Wow.
Andrew Wiggins won that title. Jordan Poole took a punch in the face from his own teammate to win that title.
Definitely don't want Karl Anthony Towns. Grab arms.
Why not?
Him and
Grab
Jimmy.
arms, dude.
Him and Jimmy don't like each other.
He's fake.
Yeah,
He's a fake when it comes to his. Me and Jimmy are cool. No, you're not,
baby.
No, you're not. I do want to close today though with this.
Mm.
I'm gonna miss you, Donis Haslam, man.
Oh,
I know.
I'm gonna miss you, Donis
too.
Haslam.
Damn.
Me too.
This
He's
guy,
gonna be around though, right?
he's gonna be around the organization, but like, how proud must he be to see what the imprint has been on these players who all have his type of journey, and to see that was such a key to the blueprint of them having success the last couple of years.
Well, here's the deal, is that there isn't a bigger sign of respect you can give a player than try to get more players like him.
Right.
And so the Heat have always been a place where you could come and prove your worth and work hard and improve your game and get an opportunity.
He's just an A+ dude, you know, community, always a good voice for the team. You know, his last game I really got to play, he lit it up. I love you, D, man. Love him. Give him 2 pieces to people.
Yeah. Toughness.
Bobby Portis crapped his pants.
Ooh, yeah,
You
he
think
did.
we get this far without Bobby Portis pooping his pants? Yeah, whoa, that old man is crazy. Crazy.
Who's gonna take that role, man? Kevin Love?
No.
My little,
Jimmy.
my little Gogi.
Oh.
No.
My
See,
little
that,
dog.
like, dude.
And Jimmy
stop
can't
it.
take that role.
Well,
Jimmy has to be Jimmy.
Jimmy's got to be no. You need a guy who is the keeper of the culture, and then I vote for
Who else
Goran
it gonna
Dragic.
be?
Gogi.
Yeah, I like that.
Why are you looking at me like
Who's
that?
not like dying to play?
Yeah, he's like no back to backs, 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You know,
15 is a
You
little
guys
much.
got
there,
me,
though. Little much.
why are you checking out?
I'm not checking.
Why don't you like Gogi?
I like Gogi.
He
I need players though. I don't need.
Well, you asked me who's going to replace UD. I'm not talking about players.
I don't want bench warmers. I want contributors.
Gogi.
Gogi.
You don't have to
is
say
not
bench
contributing.
warmers. I mean, you know,
Yeah, I don't know
look
why
at-
you're
he
saying
was
that.
former captain as well, former
Jesus.
co-captain.
Former. I was a former Pro Bowler. It don't mean nothing right now. What the hell?
Could be a leader.
Huh.
And who's more honest than Gogi? You don't think he'll tell somebody that they're playing like a bum? Get injury updates?
Slap Ben Simmons?
Slap Ben Simmons, get into fights?
Who's gonna slap Ben
Gogi
Simmons?
can
now?
scrap, dude.
Yeah.
We had a mixtape of Gogi fighting. Didn't realize he fought that much.
He's lost his teeth for our team.
Look
You
at
think
that.
Tyler Hansborough ever wakes up thinking about?
Tyler Hansborough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's.
I didn't get to finish my point. Did you?
I don't care. You said Tyler Hansborough.
Do you think Tyler Hansborough ever gets so he just wakes up in a cold sweat thinking about UD giving him them bows?
No.
Because I do.
I think he does.
I think he wakes up. Haslam! This intangible sweat.
Tyler Hansborough, dude,
Psycho T.
should never.
That's what they call
That
him.
is the ultimate.
Cheap shots on D Wade.
That's the ultimate intangible. Can't play no basketball.
Yep. Number 40 going up in the rafters next year. Can't wait.
Wow.
Yep.
You think they'll do it
next
that
year?
quick?
Yeah, they usually do it the next year.
Oh, okay.
They usually do it the next
I
year.
feel like they waited for Bosch. Am I tripping?
Well, no,
Kind of had a weird retirement.
Well, keep
dude.
in mind they retired
That's
by his
true.
jersey, but keep in mind there was 2 years where he still thought he was going to play.
Right.
Yeah.
so
that's true.
that's why it took so long.
Some guys, I think like Duncan waited an extra year or something like that. But usually it's right
no,
there.
because he was a coach.
Gotcha.
I think he was a coach after the rafters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, there's certain guys you just know.
You just know.
Tim Duncan, that's a no-brainer. UD, no-brainer.
Nobody like it's just crazy though. Like who's gonna be like him? 20 years, same organization, 3 rings, rebounding record.
The money doesn't allow it anymore.
No way.
No way.
But he could be. I mean, like he does a lot of good in this community too. And he's gonna be around the organization.
He's a 30. He's a 305 guy.
You know what? By the way, I saw that section 305 because that's where my media seats were. Really cool.
What now?
You know how they did that section for UD, the 305 section? It was really cool. I saw it. Yeah, I've never been up there.
Okay.
I was like, oh, Goosies.
Nice. So
Goosies.
Yeah, Goosies.
No one else has that, right? No one else has a section dedicated to them?
No.
Nice. No one else deserves it, but I'm just making sure.
I have to do it for Cody Zellar, and I hope it's on the curb.
Oh, no.
What?
Next door, he can pick up a taxi.
Go give me my keys.
What's at the international airport?
No, he ain't international, dude. What are you talking about?
Where's he from? I don't know where he's
Davey.
from. Quasimodo. Sick of this guy.
He's from Davie?
No, all of the Zellers. They got to be from like Wyoming.
I think from Indiana. Didn't even go to Indiana. Play with Vic.
He played with
Yeah.
Oh, Vic.
Vic.
Vic. You know how much I love me some Vic.
Yeah.
He need to get healthy though.
He does. Long road back.
Yeah.
At least he got $10 million guaranteed this year.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Unless somebody's like crazy enough to like say, yeah, we want to lock in Vic. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Either way, great year for your Miami Heat. Hell of a journey. Just remember this. The New York Knicks can go to hell.
Yeah.
The Boston Celtics can go to hell.
That's right.
Chris Sims.
I thought
We don't say that name. We
Oh,
don't say that name.
I'll do whatever you want.
Minus one to me. Minus one.
Unless you want to bring it back.
We're
I'll
not
bring
doing
it back.
it. Minus one to me.
-1.
I bleeped it already, by the way.
Giannis. He can go to hell.
Always horny.
Skip Bayless.
Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
You could say it.
Go to hell.
He was very nice to me. Wish me happy birthday.
Very nice.
Hi, Brandon. Even he did that. It was creepy.
Yeah, it was creepy.
It was a little weird.
Any friend of yours is a friend of mine.
And is that true?
I'm getting uncomfortable. Let's stop that.
Do they have a same friend group?
Well, listen, the old love to think you're your friend.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about this show pony next to me.
Wow.
We did a show in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what do you want to do? You want to go? Nope, I'm out. He left. He wanted to go say hi to Skip.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You thought it was for joy, but it was for
did you? Like, you were gonna go golf.
Oh yeah, wait. The Leroy, the way you've been painting is that you guys had like plans to go to the aquarium together. Why are you guys doing
That's
that?
not the same trip. He keeps mixing Vegas trips.
What's going
Oh,
on, dude?
dude, I can't remember these. All I know is first
Make
Vegas,
another
I
one.
Came back sick as a dog.
The first Vegas trip was the aquarium when we went to see Kovalev versus.
Oh, because you
Andre Ward.
hadn't been to Vegas before,
Right.
That was also the trip where. Have you guys ever been to Vegas?
Yeah.
No.
What's the no? You don't have to buy drinks. In
That
Vegas.
wasn't even that trip either.
Yes, you were. The first time we went, you were buying drinks.
How many times have you gone to Vegas with this guy?
Probably 4 or 5.
4, 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're the reason they don't do that anymore, guys.
That was one of the reasons why I did this.
Jesus.
Radio, get to go to Vegas.
I can't even go to Las
No, we
Vegas
can't even
Cuban
get-
cuisine.
No, we don't do nothing. We just come and sit in the room and chit chat.
Must be nice.
Cool cat.
Please don't lose tonight, Panthers.
Yes, we
Yeah,
need that.
come on. We need
Come
some
on,
more
come on,
season.
Panthers. Let's go,
We need some more
Panthers.
season.
Come on.
All right, everybody. That's our show for today. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.